Hello, everybody, and welcome to Matchday Live. Newcastle United versus Manchester United here on the Toon review. You may have noticed something a little bit different. I am not Paul. I am not Billy. So it is Alex Stato here to take you through the watch along today, as Paul is at the match. So he will be enjoying a lovely day out, hopefully walloping the Manx. Billy is unfortunately a little bit under the weather today, so he's sitting this one out. But I will try my very best to take you through a fantastic Matchday Live experience as best as I can. So make sure you are supportive. I don't have any co-hosts to help me on this journey today. So any mods that are in, do your thing. And any of our regulars, help me out as well. It'd be much appreciated. But hello to one and all. Make sure anybody who's new in or existing part of the furniture, make sure you click the like button. Even as we start, it will help push this out into the YouTube world, so we can go get more eyes on the stream and grow as a community. Make sure if you're not already subscribed, you've hit the subscribe button. What else have we got to do on YouTube? There are donations that you can do as well. I believe there is a $sign somewhere down here underneath the microphone. So if you do feel like giving to the channel, very much appreciated. Memberships are also available if you would like to become a member for a monthly fee. That means you're part of us, part of the community, and you get to do things like giveaways, where we do giveaways of signed photographs and shirts, things of that nature. So make sure to check it out if you are interested. Also, sponsors, Mamaru Records. Unfortunately, I don't have any of Paul's overlays today, so you are going to have to bear with me on some of those points. But Mamaru Records, many people will know, are the channel sponsor. So please make sure you check if Paul's done his job. Hopefully he's done that. There should be a link for Mamaru Records in the description underneath. So make sure you hit the link. They have an online store. You can go out and check everything on the website. They do also have a shop located in Whitley Bay. So make sure you go and check that out if you're ever in the Northeast area. Hello, everyone. I think that's all the general bits I've got to do. If there's any admin I've missed, mods, please let me know. Let's say hello to everybody, shall we? We've got loads of people in already. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some of the super chats, because people have kindly already done some stuff for us. So we have Stoke Protector. Hi, Alex. Good luck with your Matchday Live show. Good luck, lads. Give them a good scene to do it for Eddie. Away the lads. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Stoke, you're always very supportive on the channel. Yeah, it should be fine. I've done loads of these with Billy and with Paul before. I've not done one on my own. It should be fine. It's the same thing, right? You guys are here with me, so it's no different. We just need to make sure if we get lots and lots of people in that we're all as nice as we can be. But it is a bit of a banter match, so we're up for it. It's fine. Kieran, thank you very much for your $1.99 super chat. We just want you to do your best. I will indeed. I will try my best. Hopefully we can win this, and then it'll be fun for everybody. The Clon Lad, member for 28 months. Best of luck, Alex. After Chelsea result, we can really set ourselves up for the top 5. Hope the lads can do the business for Eddie. Away the lads. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, Chelsea, of course, just finished, I believe it's full time, 2-2 with Ipswich. They were 2-0 down at the break, but unfortunately they've managed to claw back a point. A little bit annoying. But it definitely helps us. A lot of those teams have kind of struggled this weekend and in recent weeks. So as long as we can keep getting momentum, keep drawing and winning, getting points, that's the best thing. But thank you again, Clone Lab, much appreciated. Edward Gaunt, thank you very much for your 1,000. Oh, God, now I'm being challenged on currencies. Is that yen? I'm going to go with yen. 1,000 somethings, much appreciated. Full support for Stato and the lads. To Ashton Manx, I agree, hopefully. Thank you very much. We have Charlie Ridgely, member for 14 months. Please may we have a shout out for Logan, Ariana, Amelia, and Stuart. We are on our way back from Comic-Con. Sounds very, very fun. Hi, guys. Hope you've had a great day. Harry Southern, $1.99 super chat. Big love for you, Star. Big 3 points today, mate. I agree. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we can get some more. So let's go through and say hello to our regulars. We've got loads of people in. Let's scroll. Oh, God. Chats on a match day, super busy. So the first bit is mostly people just saying hello. Lots of people with some score predictions. I can't remember what I predicted in the preview show. I think it was 3-0. I think all of us predicted wins. I think most of you lot predicted wins as well. I don't know if there's any. I've not seen anybody predicted a loss today. So I mean, if you're out there, let us know. We will come back to some super chats as well. Teams are a bit funny. I've heard a lot of strange things on Twitter. Apparently, some lineups haven't been posted properly. So we'll take a look at some of the websites and just try and make sure we've got the right lineups for both Newcastle United and for Manchester United. We don't have the preset graphics that Paul normally puts on the screen, so we shall do a proper pitch screen share like we normally do. So let's go and have a cheeky early look at the lineups, just as everybody's walking through the door. So let's add that, and everybody should be able to see. Oh, we've got a super chat. A super chat? That's definitely not the right word. The super chat's still on screen. Let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in a touch. So Newcastle United's lineup, as you can see on the left, this is according to FOTMob. I believe it's correct. We will double check some other sources and confirm. We have our number 22, Nick Pope, in goal. So presumably Dubravka's probably on the bench. We will scroll down and have a look at the bench in a second. We have the fullbacks, number 21, Tino Livramento as the left back, and number 2, Kieran Trippier as the right back today. Centre halves of 33 and 5, Mr. Dan Burn and Fabian Schär. A midfield consisting of the destroyer himself, Joe Linton, Sandro Tonali, and of course our captain for today, number 39, Bruno Guimaraes. The front three, unchanged, of Harvey Barnabas, Mr. Harvey Barnes, with Alexander Isak, the cold, cool killer up front, and Jacob Murphy, the man that we all love, on the right wing. So hopefully this unchanged side can keep the momentum going. It's been a little bit odd in places in recent performances, but I think we all expected probably an unchanged team. Let's go and have a look at the substitutions. Hopefully FOTMob has got some. Of course, before we do that, we do have to reference that Jason Tindall is the man leading us out today as the gaffer. Obviously, Eddie Howe was reported by multiple sources yesterday and confirmed by the club was in hospital. We don't really know why or what. I don't think anything else has come out on that. So I'm not really willing to entertain any discussion on that. I know there was a lot of anger among the fan base, sort of guesses and people making things up. So we're probably just not going to touch that with a barge pole. That can stay over there. We hope Eddie gets well soon. Jason Tindall is the guy today, so we'll support him. I'm sure he's probably quite nervous, but he's been around for a long time. He knows his stuff. So bench for Newcastle United today, we have, indeed, it is our number 1, Martin Dubravka. So good backup to have. We have Emil Kraft and Matt Targett. So 2 fullback options of left and right. Of course, Emil Kraft can also play as a centre half. We have Lewis Miley and Sean Longstaff as some midfield options in rotation. Hopefully, if they are required today, they can do a little bit better than they did against Leicester, because they weren't fantastic before. A big one here, guys. Number 10, Anthony Gordon, has returned to the Matchday squad. He makes an appearance on the substitutes bench. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to play any minutes. You know what it's like with these kinds of games. Is it a token gesture that he's on the bench? Is it because he's going to come on for half an hour? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have a discussion as to what it might be. We've got Callum Wilson as well with Will Osula. So 2 attackers who can play as a striker. Will Osula's played out wide as well on both the left and right-hand side. And then we have Sean Neve, who's becoming a bit of a mainstay in Matchday squads. We're not really seen a lot of him, but for those of you who do live in the Northeast and are able to watch some of the youth games, I really would like to know how good this kid is, because we've got a lot of talented youngsters in the youth setup, and it is young Sean Neve he seems to be part of the furniture in the Matchday squads on the bench. So at least no double goalkeepers today. So that is one positive. We will have a look at the Manchester United lineup in just a moment, but let's go back and have a look at some comments and super chats. Comments, guys, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm not as good compared to Paul at whizzing through all these different sections. So if I do miss anything, I do massively apologize. So I will try my best. What else do we have? We have iRoper is a member for 18 months. Thank you. Hopefully, recent events have galvanized the team and we smash these clowns. Oh, you're going to make me read in Geordie, aren't you? Let's not play this game today. It'll be Reed style. Okay. Yeah, it will be. It will be. I hope we don't show ourselves up against the 13th place team in the league, because we really should be walloping this lot. Samsonite Dove, 50. I can't remember what DKK is, but it's currency. So thank you very much for contributing to the channel. After 42 years as a Toon fan, I just got my tickets for my first game at St. James's Park ever. Last game of the season. Hopefully see some TTR members there. That is the Everton game, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic news. Great. I mean, you've been part of this channel for a very, very long time, Samsonite Dove. So no doubt there will be lots of us up there, possibly myself. Who knows? Who have we got? We've got Barbara as well. Member for 38 months. That's almost a lifetime. Hi, Alex. 3-0 today, and we go 4th. Interesting you should say that. We will have a look at the table, the standings pre-kickoff, and we'll have a little look at what's going to happen based on what points we get. It's interesting to have a look. So make sure, guys, because obviously there was a lot of people who weren't here. You're all straggling through the door late. So make sure you have click the thumbs up button as well. We want to make sure when Paul comes back from his match day experience that I've done at least the channel slightly proud. So if you could show me and the channel a little bit of support, throw it a thumbs up. Make sure you get your comments in and contribute today. It would, well, help hugely. So Manchester United, Newton Heath, the Red Devils. This is how they line up according to FOTMob, with a back three with wing backs. They've got a few changes in their starting 11. So let's have a look at this. So number 1, Bayindir. So Bayindir is a Turkish goalkeeper that they previously signed from Fenerbahce. So he's not a bad player. I think he's about 26 years old-ish, give or take. And obviously being coming from Fenerbahce, he's very likely to have played a lot of European football as well, being sort of Europa League, Conference or Champions. He will have played in a multitude of those different things. And they're always a club that are pushing for league titles or high up that end as well. Of course, Mourinho managed them. So you would imagine he can't be much worse than what Onana's been doing recently. So yeah, an interesting omission. Onana, the goalkeeper, obviously made some mistakes in the Lyon game. So for people who don't know, Manchester United drew 2-2 against Lyon in the Europa League the other night. And Onana, after some of his mouthing off to some ex-club teammates of Matic, yeah, he put in a calamitous performance. So Bayindir comes in as the goalkeeper. They have a back three of Yoro, Lindelof, and Mazraoui. Yoro, of course, is the young centre-half that they basically went out and outbid Real Madrid for because they just really, really wanted him. Victor Lindelof, been around for a long time. We've been able to capitalise on his performances a few times historically. Hopefully, we can do the same again. Mazraoui, I do actually like Mazraoui. I think he's a really good player. I liked him before he was at Manchester United, and he's not really been part of the problem for them so far. So it's a reasonable back three. Yoro's quite young, quite inexperienced, but is still very, very, very highly rated. Lindelof, again, very experienced, but there were a lot of question marks historically about his aerial presence. Mazraoui, I've always thought he was more of a fullback, but he's doing okay at the moment. So wing backs, this is where it gets interesting. Diego Dalot as the right-sided wing back, which we've seen before. However, it is Mr. Amas. I think he's called Harry. I believe he's called Harry. Harry Amas, number 41, is a left back by trade. He appeared in the recent Leicester performance, well, against Leicester. Got some minutes there, and then I had a little look back, and most of his appearances have been youth setup appearances. So it looks like he's had the nod. I'm not 100% sure why, because obviously they have Dorgu, the new kid that they brought in January. So I've not had a chance, setting up for this. I don't exactly know why that rotation has happened. Interesting that there's a young player in the lineup, though. Murphy really needs to have a good day today, because you've got, Yoro, how old is Yoro? He was 18. Maybe he's since turned 19. Amas as well is an 18-year-old. So you've got a lot of young players on here who might be making positional mistakes. It could be an interesting day for Jacob Murphy if he's got his thinking cap on. Midfield of Ugarte and Fernandez. I'm not so sure this shape is gonna be like this. I think this is a bit weird. So Ugarte, of course, is the kind of high tackle rate midfielder that they bought from PSG. And Fernandes, everybody knows who Bruno Fernandes is, the worst Bruno. And then you've got Ericsson. I'm not so sure Ericsson's going to be up there. It's a bit of a stretch. I'm not sure he's got the legs to do that personally. I would imagine that it's going to look a bit different. Ericsson's more likely to be back here. I'd be surprised if he's drifting out wide, because he's not got that, especially against Joe Linton. He's going to get clattered. Garnacho, of course, is the guy who can go wide. Very, very different. With Joshua Zirkzee as the front man, who every time I've watched Man United recently, he just gets he gets ripped by his own fans. He gets subbed off. He doesn't have a great time. I'm obviously watching certain matches. I know he's done okay in others. Loved him before he was at Manchester United. I think he was at Bayern, wasn't he? Fantastic at Bologna and highly rated. And he's just really, really struggling to adapt in a toxic club, really. But interesting 11 from Man United. We'll have to see how it plays out. We'll see in the first 5 or 10 minutes how this is going to look in possession, out of possession. But yeah, so just to double check, I'm going to go to SofaScore and refresh this page, because I just want to make sure that it is definitely the right lineup. Yeah. So they've got Fernandes higher up. I don't know why there's no pictures of people. Sorry, guys. SofaScore having a bit of a day off. They've got the same lineup. So despite the lineup confusion on social media, I think it's this, because it's this on 2 sites. So if it's wrong, let me know in the chat, guys. But yeah, so those are the suspected lineups today. Well, the confirmed lineups, I believe, for both teams. Let's have a cheeky little look at the table before we move on. So this is the table as it stands right now. Newcastle United sat in 7th place in the Premier League. However, we have 30 games played. So we are 2 games in hand on everybody above us, which I know we'd rather have the points, as is the old saying, but it's still, if we can make it count, then it will count. It'll be very, very positive. Villa are 1 point in front of us with a considerably worse goal difference, having played 2 games more. Chelsea, of course, just drew 2-2 with Ipswich. So they have cashed their chips for today, and they only got the point. 54 points. So a point ahead of us as well. We've got 2 games on them. So again, we really can make that count. And Manchester City up in 4th with 55 points. So a win today would see us on 56 points, and that would place us in 4th on merit, on points, not by goal difference. We would be there on merit points, and we would still be there in 4th place with the game in hand on top of it, which is going to be the Crystal Palace game. So that's going to be the game where we catch up with everybody for the run-in. So could do with maybe the goal difference being a little bit better, because Chelsea's and Man City's is a little bit higher than ours. But that is the state of play as things stand. If we do end up with a draw today, we would sit on 54 points. We'd have the same as Aston Villa and Chelsea, still with a game in hand. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But of course, we want 3 points against this lot. You know, just to prove a point, for us to see Manchester United on this screen, I have to scroll. Which, yeah, if we have to scroll, we should probably be beating them, ideally. So they are down on 38 points. They've played 1 more game than us, -4 goal difference, and their form is spotty at best. So yeah, one that we really, really, really do need to be winning, hopefully. So let's remove that, and let's have a little hello for everybody. I'm sure there's lots of comments that I've missed as well. So before we go and do some comments again, make sure, guys, you have liked the live stream, the watch along for today. Make sure you've hit the like button. It helps enormously. Make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. What else can you do? If you'd like to be a member, if you want to be sort of part of the community and join in with giveaways and things on alternate shows, you can become a member. I think it's down underneath, again, here underneath the microphone, and there is a $sign if you fancy donating on top of that. Mamoru Records is the sponsor. Please make sure you check Mamoru Records out in the description. that will take you to the website, so you can view and purchase merchandise and all music-related things. Additionally, you can go and see them in the shop situated in Whitley Bay, so make sure you go check them on. So for people who have just come in, Paul is at the match today. He's fine, no health problems. He's cool. He's at the match. So he's gone to go and hopefully watch us get 3 points. So he's there with some family. So I am holding the fort. Billy was going to jump on with me, but has some health issues today. So hopefully, Billy, you get better soon. And yeah, let's do some super chats. And I've got a couple of things to go through before we start. How are we doing for time? We've got 9 minutes. Okie dokie. Let's get some super chats going. Where are we up to? I think we've got one I haven't read out, which is Johnson Street IEMD, £2 super chat. Thank you very much. Let's smash them. Toon, get well soon, Eddie. Indeed, get well soon, Eddie. And hopefully we can absolutely wallop this lot. So a lot of you might have noticed I don't have the calendar on screen anymore. The calendar's disappeared. I have got something else. So let's roll. I mean, if I take it off, I'm not going to be able to put it back on while we're live. So that is a little poster, framed poster of all the match statistics from the cup final win against Liverpool. We went to an Easter market yesterday in the Midlands, which was very, very interesting. And there was a football stand full of stadium pictures and different bits and bobs. And they did not have any Newcastle related content, which I was rather cross. And the guy did say, "Oh no, we've actually got some Newcastle stuff. Don't worry about it." Pulled some out the back. So I said, I'll have that. I'll buy it if you take all this Man United crap off the front. And he obliged. So straight away, I had to buy that. And then he took all the Man United stuff off of the front of his stand. Who knows? He might have put it back up later, but at least I've done my bit. We want more people supporting the black and white and not that club in the Northwest. But yeah, lovely. I want to get more things like this because I'd like to try and move some of this setup. I think Paul wants to do the same. Get rid of the green screens and try and make a really interesting background. I know you lot collect some interesting things to do with the club, so we want to do the same. Right, let's go and have a look at some general comments. I'm going to scroll up a bit. So let's start somewhere after a bit of a scroll. Dan Magin. Sorry, Dan. Away the lads, let's create an atmosphere. Eddie can hear and smash these. Yeah, I mean, there's vibes of, do you guys remember the Brentford game when he first joined us? He got COVID. And I think he referenced like hearing stuff from the hotel and it was horrible for him. So, of course, we don't really know what the situation with his health is at the moment. So, but yeah, hopefully he's all good. Lots of people saying hello to each other. What else we got? Lots of support for me. Thank you very much, guys. It's very much appreciated. You're all very kind. We're going to batter these mugs away, the lads. Hopefully, Mark. Hopefully, indeed. Get well soon, Billy. Yeah, no, he's not feeling very well today. It's not super bad medically, but he's just ill. He's a bit sick. So, yeah, hopefully he's feeling a lot better today. Later on today. 3-0 Toon. Yeah, I mean, that was my prediction as well. I've gone big. I really want to shut these out with a clean sheet, get some goals, get everything flowing. Hopefully a positive first half. Mick with a 1.5k watching and only 460 likes. Come on, team, hit that like button. Yeah, thank you, Mick. If you could hit the like button, again, it really does help the channel. So it's much appreciated if you can. Ipswich keep giving leads away, but a draw with Chelsea is good enough. Well, I mean, it's Ipswich. They're trying their best. It is new territory for them. I thought they've done okay. Still lots of hellos. Does anyone know what's up with Eddie? No, not really. It's not really been publicised. The club have confirmed that he went to hospital just because he got worse. Whatever that means. Again, just hopefully he's doing all right. What happened to getting the blonde hair from Dangling Dave, who clearly missed quite a few shows? Not able to do it. Failed skin allergy test. Hair were all frazzled in the test as well. So I didn't fancy a trip to A&E with a burnt scalp. So I will actually be getting a tattoo instead, which was my decision. I've not been pressured into it before anybody thinks that. My thing at the moment is 2 Magpies, but I'm not sure. I'm going to do some more research on that. So that will all be on the channel. We'll sort something out for that. Ian, how we doing? Alex, you doing great? Are you doing the commentary? I am, Ian. I'm doing all of it today. I believe, if possible, Sam is going to join me at halftime and around whenever she's got some availability. So you might see Sam today, guys. Give me a bit of feedback on the game. Is there an Eddie update? I don't. Well, I'm doing this with you guys, so my concentration is on the game and you guys. So there may be some updates that I don't see. So if there is new news on anything in regards to teams and things that I might not be able to see, then obviously put it in the chat. Let us know. Make sure we don't get any spoilers as well in this chat when we do the watch along, because I shall be shouting out my time stamps as often as possible, because I don't have the overlays that Paul has. I don't have the swanky scoreboard and the clock, although I might be able to sort a scoreboard out. Actually, I think I can do that with a banner. Let's create a banner. So let's do Newcastle. Probably should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I, really? So let's do Newcastle United 0-0 Manchester United. I think that's how you do it. Scroll across the bottom, add banner. There we go. We have a kind of scoreboard, so hopefully that'll do it for us. Yeah, I'll give you updates on times in the game. Make sure we don't get any spoilers, guys. If you are ahead of me and you know you're definitely ahead of me, then please just don't ram in red cards, goals, and things, because it's going to upset people who maybe are a little bit behind and won't be able to see it. So make sure you don't do that. We are now getting pretty close. It's 3 minutes to kick off, I believe. So I hope everybody is ready for this. Oh, I'm going to have to try and stop coughing as well. Apologies. So we have got the lineups coming up on screen at the moment. So it is, just to remind everybody, we have Nick Pope in goal with a back four of Kieran Trippier, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, and Tino Livramento. The midfield is Joe Linton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes, our captain, with the front three of Harvey Barnes, Alexander Isak, and Jacob Murphy. Bench is similar to recently. No two goalkeepers. The Manchester United lineup is as follows. A change in goal, but Bayindir, the Turkish goalkeeper, comes in with a back three of Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, and Victor Lindelof. They also have a midfield. Well, it's not really a midfield because there's wing backs. Ugarte and Eriksson as the midfield, with Harry Amas, the youngster, as the left wing back, and Dallo as the right wing back. You then have Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes, I would imagine, going to be behind the striker Xerxes. So that is the Manchester United 11. And we are moments away from kickoff now, guys. So again, I will make sure everybody's clued in on exactly when we start. So if you are watching it, make sure you knock off the sound. Listen to me. Hopefully I don't waffle too much and we get some decent commentary. I'm definitely not going to be doing Paul's catchphrases, guys. So you're going to have to do without. I think I do have access to Granny, though, so we can get Granny in. So hopefully we get a few goals. All right, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. And we are about to kick off. Getting nervous now. Getting nervous. Want to win this one. Really want to win this one. Even though it's because they're rubbish. It's because they're rubbish. I think this is turned into more of a banana skin game for us because it should be winnable, right? So I'm more nervous that we're going to mess it up. But we really, really should be doing it. It does look like Manchester United have won the coin toss and everybody is set. It is a full St. James's Park. And I think it is... Who is that that's going to do kickoff? Bruno Fernandes is about to get us underway. They are going to take the knee. And we're underway. Kickoff begins straight back to the goalkeeper with Alexander Isak to chase. Long ball forward from the goalkeeper and Fabian Schär gets rid. Kieran Trippier, ball over the top for Jacob Murphy to chase straight away against Lenny Yoro. Ball into the box. Victor Lindelof tidies up, but the goalkeeper also tried to come and claim. That was a bit nervy from Manchester United there. It is kicked away, and we do come away with a second ball. Joe Linton's going to retain it. It gets recycled back to Tino Livramento, who's going to get on his bike in the left-back position. He's trying to attack down the left wing. Joe Linton central. Sprays it out to Murphy on the right wing. Trippier for the overlap. He's not going to use him. Yes, he is. He's got to be offside. It's in the back of the net from Joe Linton, but it was offside from Jacob Murphy and Kieran Trippier there a bit late, communicating that overlap. It was a reasonable cross, but all the Man United players had stopped. That is a shame, guys. That was in the back of the net as well. Yeah, they'd all stopped. All the Manchester United players had stopped. But it's a warning sign. It's a warning sign. 1 minute played. And we're still back underway. Referee today is Chris Kavanagh, guys, for those who don't know. Dan Burn winning the long kick from Manchester United there. But Manchester United have managed to win the ball back. And Garnacho's got it on the right wing. But he is going to go backwards and just try and give the red shirts a bit of the ball. And it's with Yoro in central defence. Into Xerxes, who's come central. He's played a reasonable 1-2, and they're going forwards now. I think it's Garnacho on the right wing. Dan Burn gets in a strong slide challenge. Out for a throw-in. Garnacho's hurt his hand. He's on the floor. Oh, dearie me. Colossal challenge from Dan Burn there to slide and get the ball away. 2 minutes on the clock, guys. It's going to be a Manchester United throw-in on their right wing, our left back. Darlow to take the throw. Goes backwards. So we've dropped back into our defensive shape now as Manchester United are in our half. They found some space in the middle, but it's not worked out for them. And Tino's managed to come away with the ball at left back, but he is dawdling a bit. Ooh, yeah, and we've ended up losing it. Now there's a gap for them to exploit because Tino's out of position. Tonali's there to try and put a fire out. Garnacho. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Okay, Manchester United are just recycling it now. They didn't really want to... Don't know why they didn't want to exploit that gap from Tino. They've just, I guess, trying to be really patient. Fair enough. They've ended up going really far backwards now, and we're going to come out of our defensive shape and start pressing. They've gone all the way back to their goalkeeper. Oracle Cloud win probability statistics have got us at 57% odds to win today. I hope that's definitely what happens. And Manchester United unable to get out after going all the way back to their goalkeeper. And we do manage to kick it out for a throw-in. 3.5 minutes on the clock, guys. Make sure you have hit the like button. A little bit nervy from both sides so far. We've come away with the ball somehow here, though. Jacob Murphy, just past the post. Cameraman was not awake to that. Somehow we got the ball back after that Man United throw-in. The ball was played. It was Joshua Xerxes with an atrocious back pass. Kieran Trippier to Jacob Murphy, who pulls the trigger from 25, and it just goes past the left side of the post. Good effort. 2 good early warning signs. We need to make it count, though. 4 minutes on the clock. Very poor from Xerxes there. Very naive defensively. Fabian Schär holding his gut. I think he's winded. Waiting for the Manchester United goal kick here. Going to take his time. Oh, time wasting. And Dan Burn wins the header all day long against Xerxes there. And we come away with the ball. Bruno out wide to Jacob Murphy. Trips is on his bike for the overlap. Ball over the top for Isak. Oh, it's read by Yodo. It's cut out. Good try, though. Very good try. Manchester United are going to try and exploit some space on our right-hand side now. And there's a long ball over the top for Garnacho. It's Dan Burn covering. And Garnacho does go backwards. It's just about territory at this point. They're trying to progress themselves into our half. Big switch out to the right. Stallo on the ball. Oh, complete mismatch there between Ugarte and Dallo. They went for the One of them went for the 1-2. The other one misread it, and it's gone out for a Newcastle goal kick. Camera on Amarin, who's not happy with that. 5 minutes 30 on the clock. Who is the ref? It is Chris Kavanagh, guys. Chris Kavanagh. Well, Bruno's got it in the middle, but he's being pulled back by Eriksson here. We've got 5 players around Bruno, but he retains the ball and pings it out to Tino. Good job from Bruno. They had a lot of pressure on him. Harvey Barnes left mid. Can't break forwards. He's going to go back to Dan Burn. We're going to try again. Fabian Schär out to Kieran Trippier. Uses Murphy on the halfway line. Going to recycle it backwards. There's no space. Man United with a reasonable structure here. We try a long ball from Fabian Schär, but it's easily plucked out of the air by Yodo, who's lost it. Oh, dear. Some shoddy mistakes from some of the young players on Manchester United so far. Xerxes with a couple of errors. Lenny Yodo with one as well. We're only 6.5 minutes in. Manchester United just playing it around at the back at the moment. We've got 4 in the press. Bayindir sprays it out to Dalot, who's under pressure. Does manage to get free with Tino breathing down his neck. Still a lot of players up for us in the press. Murphy's backed up though, and it goes all the way to Yodo on their left-hand side, and there is space for them to get out. Tonali joining the press there with the lovely orange boots. And the kick, I think Isak got a slight touch on that clearance from the goalkeeper there, but they do retain the ball, Manchester United. We've got it on the right-hand side now, just trying to make it work. Tonali right mid, heavily pressured. Oh, Murphy's been pushed in the back. Are we going to get the free kick? No. Chris Kavanagh says no. Bit weird at the moment, guys. Bit weird from us. It's not our usual game. I think they're a bit nervy, but both teams very nervy at the moment. No sort of attacking patterns that we normally see from us. Not as much confidence. However, we've had it in the back of the net disallowed, and Murphy's had a reasonable shot, so it's not all bad. It's been okay. Not been able to get any sort of control over it yet. Oh, we've messed up with it in midfield. Trippier and Fabian Schär couldn't keep hold of it there. And Manchester United are in the box here. Dalot to the back post, but it's been massively overhit. Xerxes claiming for a handball there off the back of Murphy. That's nonsense. And now he's pulling him back. Can we have a free kick for pulling people, please? Isak on the halfway line tries to spin his man. Still got the ball, though. He has run it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. And I would imagine that this is going to be VAR checked. So it's a ball over the top to the back post. Lenny Yodo tries to kick it backwards. Nah, he kicks it into the arm of Murphy. Natural running movement. Nothing wrong with that. Nonsense. And somehow the Manchester United goalkeeper's got it. Don't know how that happened. The replays are a bit long. And Xerxes gone down off of the back of that goal kick and has somehow won Manchester United a free kick. It was Fabian Schär with the duel. Apparently a bit too physical for Mr. Joshua. How are they going to attack this free kick? Oh, not even an attacking free kick. They're just going to go backwards. Fair enough. We'll take that. Lenny Yodo is going to go backwards to Lindelof. He's going to try and play it forwards. Garnacho's got it, but we're pressing quite high now. They've got to be careful here. Good effort from us. Isak's got it. Murphy's going to try and get onto the end of that. Oh, it was Bruno. Bruno very high up in the press as well. And Manchester United struggling here. He's all over Joe Linton. That's got to be a foul. Referee, come on. Garnacho's pulling at him constantly. That is atrocious. Give him a warning, please. That's not the first time they've done that in the last few minutes. And we're just about to hit the 10-minute mark. We are now going to get a free kick for that absolute nonsense Garnacho was pulling on Joe Linton. What's our set piece going to be? Bruno Fernandes trying to get his line sorted. It's going to be a high line from Manchester United outside of their box. we have got Kieran Trippier and Harvey Barnes closest to the free kick. Dan Burns up there on Dallo, which is a bit of a mismatch. We'll take that. Kieran Trippier with the free kick, guys. He's going to go really long to the back post, but Bayindir is going to pick this up. Yeah, well claimed by the goalkeeper. One of his teammates nearly knocked him over, though. That was a poor free kick, Trips. Yeah, that was never... I think we were going for Fabian Schär at the back post. It was claimed. Their goal kick, though, has gone all the way to Nick Pope. We'll take that as well. Going to recycle it back out to Dino Livramento. Back to Dan Burn. Bit of pressing here from Manchester United. It's Garnacho. Fernandez blocking some passing lanes. It goes out to Trippier. Bruno's got it centrally. He's lost the ball to Eriksson. Whoa, Bruno, mate, you've got to shield it better than that. Eriksson's very slow. Man United with some 1-2s in the box here. Oh, and it's just gone over the bar. Absolutely. It was a lovely move from Manchester United. Some cheeky 1-2s. And Xerxes gets the space to fire a shot from the edge of the box. And Nick Pope tips it just over the bar. That was nice footwork from them. That was Bruno Fernandes and Xerxes. Bad from Bruno Guimaraes there. You cannot be giving the ball away to Eriksson in that kind of position. He did it too many times against Leicester, and he's done it again. He's really got to be careful with that. Manchester United are going to get a corner. It is Bruno Fernandes to take. Short corner to Eriksson. Fernandes, front post. Nick Pope claims. Nice and calm. Can he get us on the break? Yes, he can. Ball rolled out to Isak on the left mid. Tino's going to come and help him. Isak's not sure what to do with it. He's just going to scoop it across to Fabian Schär, and we're going to reset. Out to Kieran Trippier, right mid. He plays a ball down the line for Murphy, who's running at Lenny Yoro here. He's got 2 on him, though. He's managed to get it back to Trips, and we're in a good position now. Bruno against Eriksson. Goes backwards. Dan Burn. Back to Tino Livramento, just trying to work the space. Cheeky ball in the box to Harvey Barnes. Across the 6-yard box. Nobody's there. That should be a goal. That should have been a goal. Alexander Isak, where were you, my man? Where were you standing? Oh, fantastic ball from Tino. Harvey Barnes drags it right into the middle of the 6-yard box, and nobody is there. That was a tap-in. Oh, anyway, we've got 13 minutes on the clock, guys. We've still got the ball. Fabian Schär out to Kieran Trippier. Lots of players in attack. Murphy. He's going to drive centrally. He's not sure what to do with it. Dink to the back post. It's too close to the goalkeeper. That was never going to threaten. Bayindir is going to hold the ball for a little bit. Settle down. It's a shame. We've had a few reasonable opportunities going forward. They arguably have had the best chance from that Xerxes shot, but neither team being able to be clinical at the moment. Nick Pope's got it here. He's standing in between our 2 centre-halves. He's quite far out of goal. Make a decision, Nick. There we go. Sprays it out to the right wing. Oh, and it goes out for a throw-in. Deary me, Nick Pope. And this is what we mean when we criticise Nick Pope. We love him, but that is poor. Manchester United have got it in their back line. We're trying to press very aggressively, not let them get out. It's fallen to Isak in the box here. Off of scraps. Dinked it centrally. Too high for Bruno. Joe Linton's furious that he didn't get it at the edge of the box. Yeah, they tried to play a long ball to get out, and it is Dan Burn who put it back in the mixer. Isak onside, tries to make something happen. I mean, you can't blame Isak for trying to put it towards the 6-yard box. That's surely got to be the right call most of the time. As we approach 15 minutes on the clock, we've got Jason Tyndall chatting with some of the coaches, with a very tired-looking Anthony Gordon yawning his head off. Hopefully he wakes up so we can use him. Goal kick's been thrown into the middle. A lot of head tennis going around, and unfortunately, we were unable to win any second balls. And Manchester United have come away with it, and now they're just going to settle. We are camped in our half here. We've gone with a 4. Are we a 5? We are. We've gone with a 5-3-2 off the ball. Interesting. And somebody slipped. The right back slipped, and Tino Livramento is away on the left wing. They do get a foot to it, and it should be a corner. Oh, somebody just slipped on the ball there. Who's going to get a yellow card? Hopefully not Tino. No, it's going to be Ugarte. Somebody slipped on the ball there, a Manchester United player. It was Diego Dallo who slipped on the ball. Tino Livramento breaks away on the left wing, and Ugarte has to slide in, take the booking. So it looks like it's going to be a free kick to us. Fantastic from Tino there. Oh, Ugarte looks like he did get a touch on the ball, so he's going to be a little bit irritated. Swings and roundabouts, they get a lot of calls as well. Probably a little bit unfair on Man United and Ugarte there, but we will take it. Who cares? 16 and a half minutes on the clock. Kieran Trippier is going to be the one to take this free kick from a position a little bit more further forward than when we had the last one. Hopefully we can do better this time. It is Dan Burn and Joe Linton back post. Isak floating. Fabian Schär's middle. It looks like it's got to go back post. It's where all the big people are, unless we've got a really interesting set piece. Sandro at the edge. Kieran Trippier takes back post. It looks overhit. It is overhit. It's out for a goal kick. Absolutely shocking from Kieran Trippier from the last 2 deliveries. I think it's time to get Sandro on the dead balls, guys. He's had a couple of opportunities, and it's not worked out very well. Take a direct one. What, from that angle? Jesus, no. Manchester United going to play it out. They've made a hash of this one. It's Amas that's missed it, and we get the throw-in, attacking throwing here. Bruno Guimaraes on the right wing against Yodo. He's all over him. Bruno's going to try and get the corner, and he doesn't. Ooh, that was poor from Bruno. He's tried to clip it off of Yodo to win a corner, and he's missed him and just put it out for a goal kick. 17:45 on the clock, another Man United goal kick. So it's 0-0, guys, as things stand. Please make sure you like the watch along if you haven't done already. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do hit the subscribe button underneath the microphone. Again, apologies that we haven't got any fancy graphics and overlays today. That is Paul's bit. He is at the game with family today. Hopefully, this will pick up so he can enjoy himself a bit more. And there's not much more to report because since we last had a chat about the football, their goalkeeper's still got the ball. We've got 5 ready to press. Playing it out to Amas, their left wing back. That seems to be a nice trigger for us to go and be aggressive. And they are trying to thread it through and play out from the back. They've dinked it over the top. And well done here from... Who is that? Is that Kieran Trippier left? Yeah, Kieran Trippier left back. Read that situation very well. And cut the attack out from Manchester United. That was fantastic from Kieran Trippier. I don't know how he read that, but he did. He was on the opposite side. Lenny Yodo complaining he's not got options on the left. I think Amas is not coming short for him enough. They are struggling to play out. Dallo trying to play out again. Hoofs a long ball forward. Xerxes challenges and comes away from it against Kieran Trippier, who's played a Paul Pogba ball across the floor from rushing Ericsson, but it doesn't find him. Nick Pope clears with a big hoof. Manchester United with a lot more of the ball than I would have liked. Time check, guys, 19 and a half minutes. The last 3 or 4 minutes has just been continuously Man United trying to play out from the back and not doing very well. They are going to try and break here, though. Although Harvey Barnes has claimed it. Garnacho slipped in a very similar position that Dallo slipped. It's their right midfield, our left midfield. There's been a few slips on that side. I don't know if the groundsmen have been having a funny. Tonali's on the ball for us in midfield. Bruno sends one over the top. It looks like Isak's gone right wing. He has. And it's cut out by Amas for a Newcastle throw. Isak's not happy about something. Well, mate, you should have won the ball. I don't know what you're complaining about. Attacking throw. Isak wants to take. I'd rather we didn't, though. Yeah, he's going to give it to someone else. 20 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. The camera does go to Mason Mount and Luke Shaw on the bench. I thought Luke Shaw was the linesman. Throw in taken. We go backwards. Fabian Schär in midfield. Back to Tonali, right mid. Bruno to Joe Linton, who's quite deep here, central. Dan Burn. All the way back to Nick Pope. This was from an attacking throw, by the way. It's a bit odd there. Fabian Schär with a long switch to the top left-hand side for Harvey Barnes. It does get headed away, but we've managed to come away with the afters, though. Tino and Barnes doing well. Barnes to Joe Linton, central to Bruno. We've got space here. Bruno pings one to the back post. Trippier's on rushing. A ninja kick. Oh, and he can't quite get it. He had to do an improvised kick there to try and get it back in the mixer. Slightly overhit from Bruno, and it does go out for a goal kick. Good idea. Good idea. He's asking for a little bit more dip on it from Bruno. Tyndall and Amarin both on the sidelines. Barking instructions at both teams at the moment. We are 21:45 on the clock, and Bayindir, I think, is had more touches than anyone on the pitch at the moment, as he sets up for yet another goal kick. Ball goes long. Dan Burn beats Xerxes this time. Isak's got it centrally. Plays it off to Murphy, who's got Tonali with him, but he's going to go on a run on his own. He's going right to the line. Trippier's in the overlap. Bruno central right-hand side. Into the mixer. Isak headed. Oh, it's just past the post. I don't know if there was a save there. Oh, that was a good effort. We had 3 players in the mixer for that as well. Yeah, fantastic. To Bruno. Ball dinked. It looks like it might have been offside had that gone in. And I think, was it a Manchester United player who got the last touch? No, I think it was Isak. So we've got a ball in the box again here. The replays are having a nightmare with keeping up with this. We just had an attack where we got it back in the box yet again. But we didn't really see what happened. We've come away with the ball, though. Tino's got it on the left. He's running at 2 players. Xerxes actually come to help. He's managed to win it back. Xerxes doing a lot better now. He was absolutely pants in the first few minutes, but he's been quite important for them at build-up and defensive work. We've still got it in their half, though. Murphy to Trippier on the right. We've got lots of players forward here. Ball played central. Isak is trying to improvise it. Tonali, goal! It's in. Isak to Tonali. 1-0. 23 minutes on the clock. It's in. Tonali kicking cones. It is Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. Where's Granny? Let's get Granny. Where is she? Where is she gone? Where is she gone? There she is. Come on. Whoa. Thank God for that. I think everybody was a bit nervous. It's done. Oy, oy, oy. We got the first goal. We got the opener. Let's settle the nerves now, guys. What a goal that was. Piling on the pressure. You've got Murphy to Trips on the right-hand side. It is Trips with a flat ball through to Isak, uncontested, who dinks an improvised ball over the top to Tonali with it. Does he take that on the volley? Over the shoulder, on the volley, into the bottom corner. Fantastic goal. Goalkeeper left standing. What an assist from Alexander Isak. Over the top, Yoro can't read it. The technique from the Italian maestro. What a goal. Into the corner. Arms are stretched. Kicking the cones. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic goal. Just class. Right, so we'll take a breath. Let's take a breath now. Oh, update the banner. Update the banner. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. How do we do this? Right, I think I need to take it off, and then we need to edit it and put 1 and add banner. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, save. There we go. There we go. We got the banner up. 1-0. Right, we have kicked off again, so let's get eyes on the game. I'm gonna miss stuff. We've got Joe Linton in midfield at the moment with Sonali just retaining the ball out to Trippier on the right hand side. I want to do some comments. I want to see what you guys have said, but we're going again. We're going again. Bruno into the right hand side for Murphy in the box. In the box, Murphy central. It's blocked. Manchester United are scrambling here. He's cut it back, but there's nobody in the edge of the box. Tonali's trying to put out fires, being very aggressive, trying to stop the breakaway. He can't, though, and it's going to be Dallo on the right wing. He's against Tino, though. Good luck with that. Well done, Tino. He calmed it down long enough so that we've got bodies back and we are reset. There is a Manchester United player down. Oh, he's just tying his lace. Bruno Fernandes is on the floor, having a cry. Here we go, guys. Timestamp it. Timestamp it. Approximately 2 minutes after the goal, Bruno Fernandes is on the ground crying about something. Funny that. It's a personality issue. And we've got the ball. Tino Livramento back to Dan Burn. Let's calm this off. Everybody nice and calm now. Let's settle. Turn the screw. Try and get some more attacks going. Get another goal. Isak on the right wing is being pulled from pillar to post here by Lindelof. And it looks like they're going to play the old school game against Messi of they're going to rotate foulers so they can just keep fouling Isak to no consequences, really. We will have a free kick from the right-hand side this time for Kieran Trippier to try. Murphy's with him. Murphy going to have a go, maybe? They're having a little chat here. They might try something a bit different. They're having a proper chat. Interesting to see who's going to take this. Oh, it's gone quick. Alexander Isak on the right. Oh, they tried a naughty set piece there. Bruno Fernandes screaming at his players. And it looks like we're going to get a corner. Very cheeky. Very cheeky. That was a classic, that was. They pretended to have a little set piece natter and just took it quick for Alexander Isak. Very naughty. So, Alexander Isak waddles back into the box. We've got Dan Burn, Joe Linton and Harvey Barnes in the 6-yard box. Dan Burns giggling at Dallo. Short corner to Murphy, to Tino, to Tonali, edge of the box. What's he going to do with this? He's going to hit it. Oh, just past the post. Oh, that was from 35 yards as well. He wanted that one. Yeah, he was a good 30 yards out there. Yeah, he tried to bend it. Bit of whip. He got it round just over Dallo. It just didn't quite come back in enough. It was the right technique. Bayinde looked like he might have had it covered, but it was a good effort. God, we are mental, aren't we, as a team? We get a corner and we decide we're going to tee up a 30-yard shot instead. Like, we've got Dan Burn in the box. Nah, sorry, we're going to go for the 30-yard shot because why not? We've come away with the ball again from a Manchester United goal kick. Tonali and Bruno doing the hard work there. Brilliant stuff. Trippier to Tonali. Tries around the corner. It was a bit naive, though, because it's just giving the ball back to a red shirt. You're not immune to criticism because you've scored a goal. That was lazy from Sandro there. He just booted it straight at a red shirt. And they are going to go back to their goalkeeper and try and recycle this because they need to calm their nerves. Press is very strong, though. 29 minutes on the clock. They're trying to boot it away. Xerxes can't beat Dan Burn in the air. Oh, that was Fabian Schär. He can't beat him either. 3 players on Garnacho. And Garnacho can't retain the ball. Everybody wants this now. The lads' nerves have settled. They're hungry. They're up for it. Joe Linton with a straight ball through. Oh, he's found some space. Bruno to Isak. Isak's a long way out. And the ball has actually bobbled to Murphy on the right wing, who's going to use Trippier, but he's on his own here. He's going to have to recycle this. He's poked a ball through to Bruno Guimaraes. Back to Trippier. Oh, and the ball's bobbled around, accidentally come off a red shirt. And Manchester United are going to try and break away here. Oh, it's fallen to Isak. They're going to get a free kick? Why? Nothing happened. Isak's wiggling his finger. Bruno Fernandes is giggling. And he's doing a bit of that. Weird. What was wrong with that? No replay as to what happened there. Man United just getting a get out of jail free card. Well, there you go. Ugarte got wrongfully booked. That's their pass now. We've both had one bad call from the referee. We're square. They've gone back to their goalkeeper with their free kick, because why not? It's what they do. We are pressing quite aggressively, though. Tino on Dallo. Oh, he's wriggled free, though. Joe Linton's going to come and do a 50-50. Garnacho on the right wing. They've still got it. Dan Burn at the edge of the box. Central. Xerxes got it. No, we've managed to clear our lines. Well, if Jacob Murphy decides to, he's got it. He's tried to dink it to get us a throw in, and he has succeeded. Jacob, mate, that was a bit dodgy. That was better from Manchester United, mostly through Diego Dallo. A very hard-working run to get away from Tino and Joe Linton. Not many people do that. So it was reasonable from Dallo. The cutback from Fernandez was pretty shocking. Xerxes couldn't get there. And we did clear our lines. 31-15 on the clock, guys. Trips takes a throw in. Joe Linton wins the ball. Out to Tino. Left mid. He's going to play Barnes, who's been quiet so far today. Barnes is going to storm down the left-hand side. Into the box, Barnes goes. He takes one touch too many, and it rolls into the arms of the goalkeeper. Oh, Harvey, mate. I know Gordon's on the bench, but come on. You can do better than that. I don't feel like I've mentioned Harvey Barnes much today. We're 31-45 on the clock, and I feel like I've mentioned him one or two times. I'd like to see a little bit more from Barnes. We've managed to come away with the ball here. It is Barnes on the left wing. Joe Linton did all the hard work to get it. Barnes with Tino in support. Back to Dan Burn. He's got a lot of red shirts around him. He's got to be careful. Fabian Schär. Nick Pope's gone really wide. We're playing some Edison Man City football here with a goalkeeper. Nick Pope is different positionally today. Guess where the Nick Pope kick went? For anybody happens to not be watching the game, it went out for a throw-in. Well, while Man United reset and give it back to their goalkeeper for the 50th time, make sure, guys, you have liked the watch along, like the stream. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. It's just Alex always talks less. Oh, well, I mean, I can't talk less today for him, but yeah. I mean, you have said that. Yeah, fair enough. I've got to talk. I can't just stay quiet for you guys, can I? We've got the ball, though. We've managed to rob it. Barnes has got it. Tino on the overlap. To the back post. Isak. Oh, it's been saved. Excellent save from Bayinde. That should really have been a goal. Oh, my word. What a save. That's Alexander Isak with the inside of his right foot from closer than the penalty spot. And he's got it. To be fair, he's directed it straight at the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper's flapped to keep that out. That should have been 2-0. How have we not scored a goal there? Manchester United are living dangerously here. We could be considerably more. We're on the attack again. Tonali into the box. Isak round the goalkeeper. Dink it to the back post. Nobody's there. Oh, it's gone out for a corner. Oh, my Lord. We could have scored again there. We look like we're going to score every time we go forward. They are in shambles. Yeah, it was a great... I don't even know how to commentate that. There was just so much going on. Tino fires it across the 6-yard box, and Bayinde pushes it into the path of Isak, who gets an instep directed shot, but the goalkeeper gets that away as well. And then the following phase, we get a dink to the back post. Right, corner comes in, back post, Joe Linton. Oh, he's not won that. Barnes has got it, though. He's going to recycle left wing. Dink it to the back post. Header comes in, just over the bar from Dan Burn. Oh, another shot goes over. My word. 34-30 on the clock, guys. 34 and a half minutes in. How are we not more than 1-0 up? We are all over Newton Heath like a rash. Fantastic attacking intent from Newcastle United here, but we really do need to make it count. Let's turn the screw. We need another goal. We need to put these to bed because they will try and come out in the second half and give a bit. We need to kill this game off. Oh, what a shame that they changed their goalkeeper, guys. We'd have been 3-0 up if it was for the if we had the old goalkeeper in for them, Onana. That's another player. Ugarte's fallen over on that same side again. That's three players that have slipped. We've come away with the ball though. Trippier's telling Murphy to overlap. He's used him. Murphy on the overlap. Dogs are barking. We're going to keep going. Who cares? And the move has broken down. Danburn wins the header. Tino's got men on him. He's going to have to be careful here. Recycles it back to Fabian Schär. Well done, Tino. Mature that was. Very, very focused Tino's been so far. Joe Linton in the middle. Back to Bruno, who's going to use Murphy on the right wing, who's 1v1 here. Whips a ball in. Ooh, Lindelof had to be careful with that. Isak was waiting. And Manchester United are trying to get rid of it, but they just can't. Tonali just boots it backwards overhead, and we somehow come away with it. Joe Linton loses a duel to Ugarte. Come on, Big Joe. You can't be losing a duel. What is he, Uruguayan? Come on, mate. You're Brazilian. Dalot's away, driving centrally. They've got Garnacho in the box, who has a shot, and it's a goal, Manchester United. They have equalised against the run of play. Oh, so undeserved. So undeserved. And he tries to, and he celebrates in front of the Newcastle fans. I don't think he realises where his fans are. He ain't got a Scooby-Doo. Oh, that was absolutely shocking. Joe Linton, my man, you cannot lose that duel. You cannot lose that duel. We had, what's happened here then? Joe Linton's lost the duel. Tino's kicked it. He's been spun. And then you've got Tonali who's been sucked into that play as well. It's Diego Dalot doing all the driving, and Garnacho stays onside into the box and pokes it. It's a perfectly placed shot as well. Outside of the left foot, touches the inside of the back post and goes in. Could Nick Pope do better? Not really. Not when it's placed that perfectly. We had I think 3 or 4 opportunities to stop that attack, and that's poor. We've really gifted them that. We've really, really gifted them that. Fantastic finish, but the build-up to the goal was very preventable. Dearie me. And it is 1-1, guys, at St. James's Park. 37:40 on the clock, and Newcastle have kicked off. Yeah, I think that was Tino. Tino and Tonali overcommitted there. I think Tonali assumed we were going to win it back. Tino just 2 attempts to get it back, just messed up. Murphy's on the byline, though. He's going to try and dink it, and he's going to get us a corner. Well done, Jacob. And this is where we need to make it count, because we have been a bit sloppy defensively. It's been for a while as well. I know the final, we won the final, but we still have not been fantastic defensively. Kieran Trippier is going to take the corner. Danburn in the mixer. He's going to run. And it's flapped away. Joe Linton takes the shot. It's blocked. Tonali's going to recycle. Back to Tino Livramento. Back to Joe Linton centrally. We've still got players up. Joe Linton tries a scoop ball to the back post, and it was really poorly executed. They do come away with the ball. But Fabian Schär has stayed up to try and join the press and prevent them from getting out. We should get a goal kick here. A goal kick, a corner even. I think we do. I think the linesman giving us a corner. Harry Amas is down, holding many things. His rib cage. He's not happy with something. It was just a 50-50 between Fabian Schär and Amas. I mean, where's Fabian Schär supposed to go? He's contesting the ball. It's side to side. Right, another corner's going to come in, guys. Kieran Trippier yet again. Right, let's make it count. We've had so many corners. Corner comes in. A little bit deeper this time. Alexander Isak on the volley. It's blocked. Isak's going to try and dink it back in. Danburn at the back. Oh, we just can't get a goal. We can't get a goalward shot. We've kept everybody up. Danburn's going to try and win the header. He's going to go out from Manchester United throw-in. Oh. And we reset. Yeah, banner needs updating. Oh, I don't want to give him a goal. Yeah, let's do it. How do we edit this again? Oh, yeah. Let's save that. So, guys, as of 40 minutes on the clock, well, 40 and 10, we have Newcastle United 1, Newton Heath 1. Newcastle with all of the territory, all of the control, all of the shots, all of the corners, all of the attempts. And Manchester United with a snatch and grab in the first half so far, with a cheeky little goal. Joe Linton, Tino, and Tonali maybe should have done a lot better in that phase. But Tonali's done so much for us in previous games, so he's not going to get everything right. Dan Burn, forward pass to Harvey Barnes, and we've managed to keep the ball. Dinked over the top for Barnes again, left wing, who's going to try and run at Lindelof. And Barnes wins an attacking throw. Cheeky little dink off of Lindelof to win the throw for us. He's going to give the ball to someone else, presumably Tino. Yep, Tino's going to take the throw. Tino to Joe Linton, who wins as a corner. Good lad. Very well executed that was. Little dink into the onrush, and Diego Dallo knew he could win the corner and did so. Is it still going to be Trips? It is. It's still going to be Kieran Trippier. We've had... Can somebody give us a corner count? Because I've got no stats. We must have had 10 corners. Come on, Jason. Sort out some set pieces, my man. We need to... Oh, my Lord. That's a penalty. Surely that's a penalty. Amas has just dragged Fabian Schär to the ground before the penalties even come in, before the corners even come in. What is going on there? The camera just panned back to the 6-yard box, and Amas has just ripped Fabian Schär to the ground. Are we not? No, we're just going to get told to settle. Okay. I'd like to see a replay of that. That looked bizarre. What went on there? Apparently, Fabian not allowed to be physical. Still waiting for the goal. Oh, Yodo's just pushed Fabian Schär to the ground again, completely off the ball. Can we have a penalty, please, and a yellow card? This is twice now. You can't be doing things like this. He's just blatantly pushed him. Well, can we have the penalty then? You've booked him for pushing, but you've not given the foul? So he's booked Yodo for pushing inside the box. Is he given the pen? You must have given the pen, surely. No, it's no pen. They're going to proceed with the corner and just booked Yodo for being an idiot, basically. Corner comes in, back post. It's powered over the bar by Bruno. Deary me. Ball wasn't in play. Is that the rule, is it? If the ball's not in play, it doesn't count as a pen? So a foul in the box if the ball's not in play is not a penalty. Ball was dead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But if that's the rule, that's the rule. Fine. But it's just very frustrating. Sorry, 35. What am I saying? 43-30 on the clock, and Manchester United to take the goal kick. Xerxes actually wins a header for once, but we come away with the ball. It's gone out for a throw. We're going to get it on the right-hand side. Come on, let's get a cheeky little goal before half-time. We do not deserve to be drawing at the moment. We've had the lion's share of essentially everything in this first half. Long ball from Fabian Schär forwards to try and get to Isak. They're trying to shepherd it. Ooh, Lindelof slipping as well. They're very nervous with him around. But Yodo's going to bring it forward. They're playing out from the back. They're on the left-hand side. Good footwork there. And Manchester United are away on the left. It's Dan Burn and Tino in the box. Oh, they've made a hash of that. And it's a shot in. Nick Pope saves. Oh, my word. We're just letting them absolutely maraud us on that left-hand side there. That was poor from everybody in a black and white shirt. They've still got it. Bruno Fernandes is being challenged by Joe Linton. Can't get the cross in. Somebody needs to go to the ball. Ugarte on the edge of the box. Completely sold Joe Linton there. Cross blocked by Harvey Barnes. Deary me. Pathetic tracking from all involved in our right-back position there. Not specifically Kieran Trippier, but everybody shocking at preventing that marauding run from them. Joe Linton completely skinned by Ugarte as well. 45 minutes, guys. There's going to be 2 minutes of added time before we get to half time. Dalot to take a long attacking throw in the right wing position. And it's headed away by Fabian Schär. Is going to be another attacking throw. So Dalot to take again. Everybody pushing and shoving in the box. Right, ball comes in. Trying to find Xerxes. It's headed away by Dan Burn. Cleaned up by Jacob Murphy. And Isak's going to chase, but Eriksson gets a good first-time ball back. And they're going to recycle it. Mazraoui back to the goalkeeper. Right, long ball from Manchester United that Dan Burn is going to win, but flicks it backwards and is going to give Manchester United another attacking throw from that same position. So I would imagine Diego Dalot is going to come back and take this again. Right. Everybody set. Dalot's taking his run up. Should be about 30 seconds left on the clock if the referee's got his watch on. Dan Burn on Xerxes and Bruno's marking him as well. Ball comes in. Nick Pope collects. That's an easy one. Nick Pope trying to get us on the counter. It's just going to slow it down. Should we push? Should we wait till half time? I think we're going to... Oh, that's a good throw from Nick Pope. Maybe you should just throw it. Don't kick it. Ball over hit from Trippier to Jacob Murphy. He's not going to get that. Back to the Manchester United goalkeeper, who again, I think has had the most touches, who punts it forwards, and that looks like the halftime whistle has gone. Yes, it has. Dearie me. Halftime, guys. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 1. Everybody's gone in for the Jason Tyndall team talk. Oh dear. Well, hopefully we're joined by Sam at halftime if she jumps on. Everybody's saying that apparently St. James's has gone a bit quiet. I don't know. Maybe it has. 1-1 after a fantastic, I'd say after about 10 minutes up until they scored, we were brilliant. We attack after attack after attack, a bit wasteful with a lot of our set pieces and corners, of which we've had a lot of. But we need to stop playing with our food and we need to just finish it, because we were considerably better in that first half in terms of control, chance creation, shots, working the opportunity from long shots in the box, corners, free kicks. We just weren't being clinical with it. We were not seeing the game out as we should have done properly. We should have had I think we were good enough for a couple of goals at a minimum in that first half. And we had 3 or 4 opportunities to prevent the breakaway from Manchester United. That was Joe Linton losing his duel to Ugarte. That was Tino missing out on two pops at getting the ball back as well. Tonali going a little bit too far forward. I don't quite know what he was doing there. I think he assumed that Tino was going to win it. And then all 4 of those things combined just allowed acres of space for Dalot to run into. And it was a fantastic shot from Garnacho inside of the back post. I mean, a few people saying Pope could have done better. I mean, it's literally the perfect place to put it. Maybe. If you think that, then yeah, fine. You think that. I don't know. I feel like that's harsh. I think we probably should have sorted it out in the 4 opportunities we had prior to that, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look at some match statistics, shall we? So the first half, the goal, of course, went to Sandro Tonali with a fantastic strike, with a very creatively engineered assist by Alexander Isak. And the goal from Manchester United scored by Garnacho, assisted by Diego Dalot. And we will go and have a look at the rest of the data in a second, because now we are joined by our halftime guest, Lady Sam.
Hola, how we doing?
Not great, because we're not winning. We should be.
Yeah, a little disappointing, but you know what? For me, the goal from Manchester United was actually just a against the run of play, but it was a really nice, well-worked goal. Like, credit to them for it. But I think we look more threatening moving forward, so I'm not too concerned at the moment. I don't know what the feel in the chat is, but I think that we've done all right, to be honest with you. I think we'll still win this game.
I hope you are right. I mean, the chat, sometimes I disagree with viewers, but I think every time I've looked at chat, I've kind of agreed with everything. I think we're all on the same page. I think we can all see we're the better team. We shouldn't really have conceded that. And I think we're all in agreement that we should win this game. I agree with you. I think we need to come out second half. Some statistics just before we ask you a few questions, Sam. So we did only have 46% of possession. I think that was largely because their goalkeeper just wanted the ball all the time. 7 shots to their 4, 2 on target to their 3. Again, strange spread of data because it feels like we've been in their face most of the time. 1 big chance each. We've had 5 corners to their 1. Again, it feels like more than that. Have I not refreshed? I'm going to refresh this page. Is that right? That feels a bit off.
Fact check.
It is. It is right. It is definitely right.
To a fan, though, the fan's eye, I don't think it feels like that. I don't think it feels like that at all.
Yeah, the stats fail the eye test. We've definitely, because it doesn't count necessarily half chances and when you look like you might be able to engineer a good opportunity. So that doesn't really get reflected in some of the basic data. But a couple of questions for you, Sam. Harvey Barnes, where is he?
What sort of barometer are we using? Good to shit. But for me, I don't think he's been playing well. I do like the partnership that he makes with Tino Livramento on the left-hand side, and credit to the lad. I know that Tino has been making some mistakes, but I feel like he's really confident going forward on the left-hand side, more so than we'd seen earlier in the season when he was playing on the right, actually. I mean, I know that he was sort of, partly to blame for the goal and everything for Man U, but I think he's been much better. But in terms of Barnes, yeah, hasn't been great. I think squandering opportunities, especially when Gordon sat there looking on the bench, must be irritating.
Devil's advocate, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Some of the balls that have come in from Tino obviously started with the help of Barnes. So he's done a bit, but I agree. I think when he's been involved, it's been okay, but then maybe not been involved enough. Yeah, I think that is a change potentially. We don't know really what the fitness of Anthony Gordon is, and whether the plan today was a token bench appearance, whether he was going to try and get a 10-minute run out, a 30-minute run out. I would be surprised if he comes on for a full second half, although it would be nice. Yeah, anybody else in that first half that you feel maybe needs to up a gear, or maybe we need somebody else off the bench?
I feel like Bruno's been a little bit of a passenger at times. I don't think we've seen his positive self in the last few matches. I don't know what it is about him. Like, I feel maybe just after the cup win, maybe it's just coming off such a huge high. But I just feel like he's a little off the boil at the moment. Tino's absolutely on fire, but he can't do all of the work. He can't do all of that work in the middle, unfortunately. I've been liking seeing what Joe Linton's been doing. Yes, he obviously had the slip, unfortunately, but yeah, I've been really happy with Joe Linton. Do you know what? Trippier as well. Trippier putting some miles and some gas in again. Considering he doesn't have the pace, he is absolutely hossing it around the pitch to make up for some errors and mop up some mistakes that we're making. But I have to say, largely, I'm quite happy. I am still very confident we are going to come away with the 3 points today.
I'm glad you're confident. Yeah. I think a lot of us are a bit, whether it's younger or older, I think we're all scarred by old fixtures against this Newton Heath side that we really should be beating in this day and age with our recent form in the last few years. We should be beating these. So yeah, I agree. I'm gonna back us to win in the second half. definitely. I'm going to trust the data. Typically, teams score from every sort of 10 corners. I think the old statistic is you get a goal from roughly every 10 corners. So we had 5 in the first half with a load of free kicks as well. So I'm going to make a prediction that we'll score from either a corner or a set piece in the second half because we're getting so many of them. One of them's got to go right, surely. So I'm hoping we're going to take advantage of that.
Trippier's not taking that corner. Some of them have been disastrous. We have.
Yeah, it was a stunt double.
Oh yeah, that wasn't ideal. What do you think of that blooming mask kid pushing Shaw over?
Yeah, that was a bit weird. That he was complaining that he was being pushed around when he pulled Shaw to the floor.
Comes in and what a knob.
Yeah. Lenny Yolo just pushes him straight over.
Where is Dan? Where is he? Yeah,
no, I agree. I think Dan Burn maybe needs to be. He's been okay. He's not been great. Fabian Scher's balls over the top have been.
Dan Burn did get a clearance.
He got several, but I'd like to see Bruno switch on a bit more. He's lost the ball twice in places I really don't want him losing the ball, in my opinion. And a couple of those killer balls he's tried have been just a bit off the mark. Again, hopefully we can get a bit more out of him from the second half. Just needs to change gear a little bit, I think, with Bruno. Head on straight, get focused.
But you know what, Alex? For me, this is the time, especially with Eddie not being present. This is the time when we really need captaincy. We really need leadership. And again, this is back to the old olive branch captaincy for Bruno debate. We just need him. We need him to step up. And I understand that, with the hype, the momentum from the cup and everything, we need to come down to earth, but I don't want to come down to earth with a bang. I want to continue with the momentum that we've got. And I think that we've got shining lights within our squad at the moment, but we have got people who need to pull the socks up.
Yeah, I'm just going to go through a few super chats before the second half kicks off. Where are we up to? We have up the A1. Thank you for your £2 super chat. Loving the commentary. Thanks, Alex. Much appreciated. Thank you, Sam, as well, for joining me at half time. We have Mansuk, member for 5 months, with a fantastic Cisse profile picture. What's happening is that we are losing the ball far too easily like last week, but less worse. And our players aren't running back in time. Yeah, I mean, in a simplified sense, yeah, we're doing similar as to what we did against Leicester. It's just that Man United are better than Leicester, so we've been punished a little bit more for it. It's the same old thing of giving the ball away too easily. Yeah, agreed. And even not winning it back when we should as well, I think. But yeah, thank you for member for 39 months, Brian. Go on, Sam.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just in regards to us losing the ball quite a lot. Like I don't think we're playing enough simple passing football. We're not playing nice little, just simple triangles of play. There was a time when we were actually doing that really, really well, and we were slowly transitioning. Pope's distribution is awful. So why aren't we just playing it out from the back and just doing simple transition play? I feel sometimes that we're getting a bit too cocky with this. Sometimes there's, the best results are from simple football.
Yeah, I think we've got the players to play cheeky little 1-2s and intricate football, similar to what Manchester United have done on a couple of occasions. Our lads are more than good enough to do that, but it's the attacking patterns that are worked on in training, and it's instinct, isn't it? So maybe it's a confidence thing. Who knows? I thought we'd go on and score a second after we got the first, but
I think it comes down to, we're talking. I'm not countering your point. I do agree with your point on that one, but it takes, real quality players to do the nice little, intricate passing, the real sort of the stuff that makes you sit up out of your seat. We have the players to do that, but it's the players around them. Do they have the quality to anticipate those moves and be ready for the pass? That's what I feel like we're losing out on. It's almost the anticipation of what their own teammates are actually doing, which has given Man United the chance to intercept the ball. We've seen it several times throughout this match. So I think if you want to play that type of football, we need to be able to anticipate play so much better.
Yeah, I mean, in an attempt to, not to antagonise any Manchester United fans that might be watching, or even neutrals, but I do feel like there's a lot of our players are in third gear at the moment. with all the control and dominance we've had. I feel like Joe Linton has another gear as well. Bruno, maybe he's in the wrong gear. I just don't think he's quite focused. Murphy, I think, could do a little bit more. Him and Trips could maybe communicate a tiny bit more efficiently. There's definitely a lot to be tidied up and improved. And if we can get that sorted, that's when we go and we bang in 2 or 3 goals in a 20-minute period. I think we just need to get that right. So just a couple of call outs before we do the rest of the super chats, because we're running out of half time. So please make sure, if you haven't already, that you've liked the watch along. It does really, really help us in the search results. For anybody who Googles anything football related, they will see this fantastic channel. Thank you everybody who's joined us so far today. Make sure if you are new that you have hit the subscribe button so you can come back next time. Just for everybody's benefit, Paul is going to be doing his instant watch along YouTube. Let's try that again. Instant reaction. That's the one. Instant reaction to this game. I think he's going to do it from St. James's Park as well. So he's going to record his thoughts after the 90 minutes. So that will be up on YouTube later on. So make sure you come back and check that out. I will be doing a solo Patreon of this. I know it's been a while, guys. I've been kind of on my own with late fixtures. I am going to do one on my own today and make sure we get a nice review of the game up for the people who do support us on Patreon. Thank you again for everybody who is part of that. Make sure you use the $sign if you want to. You don't have to donate, but it's fantastic for the channel. And there are membership options if you want to be a member of the channel and join things like the giveaways that we do and support us monthly. And make sure you have checked out our channel sponsor, Mamaroo Records, which we do actually have. Now Sam's here, we have a Mamaroo icon at the top. There is a link in the description. Click them. It will take you to the website. Go and check out the merch, music stuff, everything that there is to offer. There is a store in Whitley Bay as well, so make sure you go check them out if you're out in Whitley Bay. That is Mamaroo Records. Let's quickly bang through a couple of the super chats, Sam, before the lads come out for the second half. We have Channel Right with a £2 super chat. Bruno Defo needs to step up. Defo, yeah, agree. I definitely think maybe just needs to concentrate more. I don't even think he needs more effort. I just think he needs to concentrate. Ronan Tyrell with $8.99 New Zealand dollars. Is that Kiwi dollars? Is that, I think? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. When we typically have control is when we tend to lose control. Wasn't surprised we conceded, but confident we will win. Yeah. I mean, I expected us to score a second. I was a bit disappointed we didn't. We had so much dominance. Sam, the players are out for the second half. Sorry we didn't get your opinion off the back of that. But we are going to have to carry on. I mean, you can stay if you really want to, but it's up to you. Unless you want to come back at full time. You're
doing a sterling job. I will be back at full time.
No bother. Thank you, Sam. All right, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so everybody, we have kicked off for the second half. Have we kicked off? We have kicked off. There we go. It's just kicked in properly. And he's gone straight out for a throw-in with Fabian Schär to take. Right, let's get comments back up. Let's get reset. Can I see comments? Yes, I can. There we go. I can see comments. Scoreboard is at 1-1. Amorim is talking to Harry Maguire. Don't know what's going on there. It looks like he's going to come on, potentially swapping Yoro, who's on a yellow card. The throw-in has resulted in Barnes being available on the left wing. Uses Tino on the overlap. He's in the box. He's being challenged very aggressively by Mazraoui, who's pushed him out of the box, though. Back to Barnes, who's going to recycle it backwards to Dan Burn. Tino just not able to get around Mazraoui there and just had to concede and go backwards. Trippier out to Murphy on the right, to Sandro centrally. Back to Trippier. Back to Murphy. You need to keep the ball, Murph. There's a lot of players on you. Dinked over the top to nobody. Bruno came a bit too short there, and there's nobody on the end of that. It's going to go back to the Manchester United goalkeeper with Isak to press, who is going to absolutely wallop that long. Dan Burn's got that all day long. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy. Bit of head tennis now. Who's going to come out with the ball? Trippier. Bruno gets pushed in the back there. Not seen by the referee. That's a foul all day long, that is. That is a naughty little one. He got away with that. That's from Yoro as well. Dan Burn wins the header. Sandro onto Joe Linton. The ball's going to run for him here. He's got 4 in front. And he plays the wrong pass. Isak can't quite get that. Poor from Joe Linton. He'd got 4 options. We've had a slip here. We've had a slip and Xerxes running through on goal. Sandro back to put out a fire. Oh, he's going to fall over. No, Sandro's managed to win the ball back. Manchester United won a penalty for a guy that fell over in the box. I don't know if it was Dallo. I'm not sure who exactly it was. Manchester United have got the ball here, and we're going to allow them to have a shot from range from Amas, but it is an awful shot that goes into row Z. Oh, what a crazy 30 seconds that was. So we get the highlights again. Who is this? It is Dallo, who just falls over in the box as soon as Tonali tries to contest him. There's no penalty in that at all. No, he's barely even touching him there. Awful from the Newton Heath player to try and fake a penalty. Brilliant coverage from Sandro Tonali there. But he's going to have to retie his boot because everything's gone a bit wrong. Bruno helping Tonali get his socks on properly. That's funny. Bless him. Go on, tie Sandro's laces for him. He's struggling. Got a bit of a tight Achilles there, Sandro. I mean, he did make an absolutely magnificent defensive run there. He ran about 50 yards to catch up. I don't know how he caught Dallo up. That was brilliant. Right, we go again. Goal kick. Ball goes forward. Joelinton wins the header. Isak wins nothing. He's been really poor physically today, Isak has. Despite the assist, on the ball's been good, but the physicality's been not there. Oh, Tino skipped past a couple. Plays the ball into the box. It's a goal. It is in. Harvey Barnes, the man has woken up for the second half. Fantastic from Tino Livramento. It's a goal. Newcastle United 2, Newton Heath 1. Where's Granny? Come on. Fantastic goal from Newcastle United. Tino Livramento on the left wing. Absolutely skips past two players. Fires a ball into the 6-yard box. It gets recycled by Jacob Murphy. Manages to get hold of this ball. Who does not... I'm going to get the replay now. Yeah, Jacob Murphy back across goal to Harvey Barnes. There's 3 red shirts watching. They're just watching it. They ain't got a clue. Fantastic. Well done, Harvey Barnes. Difficult first half for the boy, but he's got himself in that 6-yard box. Well done. You've got to get yourself in that position to give you a chance of scoring a goal, and he's done just that. Well done, Harvey. That is what we like. He's done his trademark bow and arrow. Not yours, Mo Salah. That was Harvey Barnes's. Oh, 2-1. Let's get the banner updated. We're back in front, guys. Come on. And now it all goes flat while I change the banner. Save. There we go. Let's put it back on. 2-1. There it is. There it is. Back in the driving seat. Right. Well, Manchester United have got us underway. There is 50 minutes, 15 seconds on my clock, guys. Just so you know, I will be about 10 seconds behind when you see this because YouTube has to stream it. It does take a little bit of time. As it stands, Newcastle United in 4th position in the Premier League with a plus 14 goal difference, 56 points, with a game in hand on everybody around us. Let's keep it going. Focus, lads. Focused. That Jason Tyndall halftime speech was obviously a bit better than the Eddie ones at halftime sometimes, because that was good. Well done, Jason. Whatever you said, mate. He looks angry. Angry on the sidelines. Mad Dog does. Kieran Trippier with an interesting throw finds Joelinton. Isak recycles back to Dan Burn. Under a lot of pressure here, Tino's dinked it up and we've lost the ball. Oh dear. Come on, Tino. Sort this out. They're driving on the right wing. Garnacho on Tino. Dragged back and Tonali clears. Well done, Tonali, being in the right position. Tino struggling against Garnacho. A little flick from Xerxes is to no one and it goes straight to Nick Pope. Let's calm it down, lads. Reset. Nice and calm. Trips to Jacob. He's got 3 on him. Back to Bruno. Bruno's been poor against Eriksen today. I don't think he's done very well. Eriksen's kind of man-marked him in a lot of situations. He's not been able to get away from him. Harvey Barnes has received a beautiful switch. I think that was Bruno. Barnes is going to try and run into the box. Falls over Mazraoui, but Joelinton's managed to get the ball. Tonali's got this. To Bruno, edge of the box. To Murphy. Oh, he's not got good enough feet there and he loses the ball. They are going to try and counter-attack. Trippier tries to get a slide tackle in, but to no avail. They're still with it. Xerxes got it, edge of the box. Xerxes still got it. And his hamstring's gone. Oh, dear. Joe Linton giving him a little bit of comfort there. Nobody likes it when hamstrings go. Yeah. Poor boy. He's been doing all right this game as well. I think Joshua Xerxes gets a lot of hate from his own fans. I think he's been okay. He's largely been pretty good for them. And his hammy has just gone in that run. It was a 60-yard run from him. We could not get the ball off him, but fair enough. He's going to go off. It does look like Rasmus Højlund is going to come on to replace him, but that's good news for us because he's going to stop pestering us as long as Højlund doesn't do any damage. Let's have a look at some of the comments, shall we? I've not had a chance at all today. So many people in. Here's the world's best striker, Rasmus. I mean, he wasn't very good against Leon, was he? What else we got? Mad Dog halftime talks. Yeah, crazy. Good commentary so far. Thank you very much, guys, for all the positive comments. Again, this is the first time I've done a watch along on my own, but it's fine. I've done a lot together with the other boys. Well, and Sam. Gordon will be getting worried about his stock with Barnes on fire, says Hippie. Well, yeah, I don't know. We were 5 minutes ago. I think a lot of us wanted to see Gordon. So Barnes is just one of those guys, isn't it? He's a really good finisher. So you just kind of got to keep him on because he can do that. He can be frustrating sometimes when he's not doing as much. I think it's because Gordon does so much on and off the ball. Let's bang through a couple of super chats while we've got time. Xerxes being walked off by a few players here. I Like Coffee with the 40 in. Thank you very much, I Like Coffee. Buffino with another assist. Yeah, indeed. It was Murphy. Yeah, fantastic numbers for Jacob Murphy today. Wowzers. So far this season, he's got so many. It looks like we're going to have more than one substitution for Newton Heath, guys. Xerxes is going to go off. It looks like Højlund, Mason Mount, and I believe that's Dorgu as well. So what are the replacements going to be? The young Amas, Harry Amas, is going to come off for, you would imagine, Dorgu, the number 13 for Manchester United. So that is a left wing back change. And then it's Højlund for Xerxes. And then I don't know who the third one's going to be. It's going to be Garnacho off for Mount. I mean, Garnacho's been terrifying today. He's been really good, so I kind of don't mind that. Although Mason Mount sometimes has really good games and really bad games. He's a bit hot and cold at the moment, Mason Mount. Okay, 3 substitutions for Manchester United, 55 minutes on the clock. Sorry, guys, for people commenting about there's no clock and overlay. It was a bit more of a last-minute thing. I don't have access to all of that, so we still wanted to bring you the watch along. But I will try my best to update you on the time. But we are underway again, and we managed to snuff out the first attack. Fabian Schär boots it away. Lenny Yoro is still on. I tell you what, when we started the second half, Harry Maguire was like having a bit of a chat with the manager. I thought he was going to come on, but nothing yet. So Yoro is still on the pitch, still on a yellow card as well. So definitely one to watch there. We are sat in a 5-4-1 off the ball shape. Who's joined the back line? Murphy's dropped in as a right-sided wing back in a 5-4-1. We're just being very careful here. And Manchester United, as they go backwards, we're going to try and push up a little bit. High press from Sandro and Barnes here. They've played a ball centrally to Højlund and they've escaped. Eriksson left wing with a long ball. Murphy's going to have to win this race, and he does against Dorgu. Well done, Jacob Murphy. Good lad. Nick Pope to Trippier in the box. You need to get rid of Trips. You're being tracked, mate. He's been pulled to the ground. That is a free kick. Trippier claps Nick Pope. Well done. I think the crowd probably gave him a big man on shout as well. They always do. Yeah, good from Jacob there. As soon as we made the comment about him slotting in as a right wing back, he makes the defensive run and gets us out of trouble on that occasion. That was good. Tell you what, Eriksson's not been bad for them today. You know, we've got to keep an eye on Eriksson. He's got a lot of quality. I think we've not done enough to get him off Bruno, and he's put in some dangerous balls. Right, our free kick goes long, left wing. Joe Linton. Ball goes back to Manchester United. We can't win the second ball. Their goalkeeper being pressed heavy. Jacob Murphy wins the press. Oh, no, it's not Murphy. It was Bruno. Wow, Bruno. Tonali back in the box. That was Bruno. That was faster than Bruno. Wow, what a press that was. Managed to get a good interception with Manchester United trying to play out, causing a bit of chaos now. And we've got the ball on the right wing. Murphy back to Bruno. Back to Murphy. Right wing. He's trying to engineer some space for himself. Tries to get the cross in, but it is blocked by Dorgu and we get the corner. Ooh, corners are going to start mounting up again. Come on, guys. My halftime prediction was we're going to score from a corner or a set piece. Let's make it 3 from the corner, shall we? Dan Burn is jogging over to Kieran Trippier to have a word with the corner taker. Maybe going to do something different here. And Dan Burn goes back in the box. 58 minutes on the clock, guys. Dan Burn's gone. Ooh, he's gone cup final position. He's right at the back. Short corner to Isak. Oh, Murphy's been absolutely clattered there. It's not going to be a free kick, though. And Manchester United are going to try and counter. They hoof a ball forwards. Tino clears. Careful, Tino. You cannot lose this ball in this position. And Isak tries a little fancy flick on. Kieran Trippier has been absolutely annihilated in that 1-2 attempt there. I don't know who it was. Possibly Bruno. It was Bruno Fernandes. He's got a touch on the ball, but he's taken the man out. Kieran Trippier in full sprint there. Yeah, I don't really want to say it, but probably wasn't a foul, guys. He got the ball. It's just one of those. It's a contact sport, isn't it? It's a sore one for Kieran Trippier, but he'll be all right. Dorgu got it on the left wing back position. Manchester United trying to play out from the back here. A little cheeky 1-2, and he is fouled by Fabian Schär, who drops to his knees in disgust that was given. And he's smiling and pointing at Mason Mount. I think maybe he's been done there. Did look like a little bit of a trip from the angle that we get on the telly, though. Ericsson goes back to Yoro. They're going to go backwards again. They're not really building up quite urgently. We do get the free kick there as Dorgu is all over his man, and that is a second foul from Dorgu, who's not been on the pitch long. One more and a yellow card, please, Chris Kavanagh. Guys, 60 minutes on the clock. We are an hour played exactly. Make sure you've hit the like button. Oh dear, as soon as we say that, Casemiro starts warming up. Ugh. But yeah, make sure you've hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you are new. Make sure you do check out our sponsor, Mamoru Records, as well, who are in the description. There is a link. You can go and have a look at the website. Long free kick comes in. Dan Burn, is he going to win the first header? He does. Isak's going to get it in the box. There's a lot of bodies in front of him, though. That's a push on Burn. Left-footed shank from Fabian Schär goes nowhere. It gets cleared. Oh, I think everybody was just trying to set each other up there. Nobody willing to take the shot. So many red shirts in the way. Bruno's got this centrally to Isak. Out wide to Murphy. Murphy's going to get a ball in. Back post. Oh, it's over. No, Harvey Barnes was there, Dan Burn. Oh, no. That should have been a goal. Dan Burn has taken the ball out of the air, and Harvey Barnes had that on a plate for a goal. His hands are in his head, same as me. Oh, Dan, mate, Harvey Barnes was all over that. That is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. We've got the ball in the box again, though. Sandro Tonali plays it into the mixer, and the goalkeeper nearly punches Harvey Barnes there. And we've still got it. Tino and Barnes on the left wing, still pushing. Cross comes in, collected by Bayindir, I think his name is. Oh, my word. Dan Burn. Oh, if he'd have just left it for Barnes. Tommy T is on camera now, obviously watching the game today because he wants to get a good little watch of his England centre-half, Dan Burn, clearly. Right, Manchester United are going to hoof a ball forwards. Players are being brought down left, right and centre, but Chris Kavanagh isn't bothered. And we've got a lot of players missing here from an attack for Man U. Ball goes central and it gets cleared by Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär is screaming at someone, at Mason Mount, I think. Yeah, Mason Mount has really got under Fabian Schär's skin today. I'm not quite sure what's gone on there. Eriksen's got it on their left wing. Ugarte to Eriksen. Back to Yoro. We're camped in now. We're back in a 5-4-1, just being really careful structurally. Dorgu on the left wing. Tries a 1-2. It's worked. Gone back to Fernandez. Back to Ugarte central. They're going to try and spread it to the right-hand side now. Mazraoui. We are very camped in our half. Just need to be really careful. They're trying to recycle it backwards. Can't get the ball in. Ugarte's not doing very well with it here. And now we can push up. Everybody's pushing up. Barnes. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. Barnes has got the ball. Play Isak in. Play Isak in. Barnes. Goal. 3-1. Barnes. Fantastic from Harvey Barnes. There is another bow and arrow celebration. 3-1 Newcastle United. Oh, my word. It's bow and arrows all over. Let's get Granny out. Where is she? Oh, Harvey Barnes. How stupid do we all look from that first half analysis? What a goal. We literally just said Ugarte struggling a little bit as they were regressing with the ball. We were coming out. It was Joe Linton and Barnes. Pressure. I think it's Mazraoui that slipped on the ball. Barnes capitalizes, refuses to play Alexander Isak in. He runs between 3 red shirts and buries it top bins with his right foot. What a goal. Absolute killer finish from Harvey Barnes. His only objective was score a goal. Didn't care about playing anyone else in. He is an absolute killer. What a goal that was. And it's now Newcastle United 3, Manchester United 1. Harvey Barnes, what a tale of two halves from that young man. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, your defense is terrified. Harvey Barnes, indeed. Let's go and update the ticker, guys. Whoa. Right, we have some daylight between us and the Newton Heath team. Let's update the scoreboard, update the ticker. 3-1. Boom, done. Oh, right, we've restarted already. Somebody's down with a head injury. Who is it? It's a red shirt, don't worry. It is Ugarte is holding his face. I think Bruno's given a little bit of a slap. Ref's had a word with him. Cameras go to the crowd. Clearly St. James's Park in having a bit of a sing-song now. Right, just calm down, Nick Pope. Calm down. Nick Pope really wanted to throw that out for a counter-attack there. Let's just settle. We've currently got, guys, 65 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. We're playing it around in the right back area. Kieran Trippier has just lost the ball, though. Bit of a donut there. Bruno Fernandes takes the throw. Dare I say it, we literally just mentioned Tommy T about 5 minutes ago, and Harvey Barnes has had an absolute worldie of a second half so far. So does Harvey Barnabas get another little look into the England side? You never know. It's a very contested position for England. It won't have done his chances any. Alan Shearer on the telly. All right, come on, let's watch the football, guys. We know what Alan looks like. Sat next to Nicky Butt as well. All right, come on, we want to watch the football. We're just looking at people. They're all on the Haribo in the water. 66 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. This will definitely help some goal difference stat pattern as well. Yeah, all right. We don't need to see Ginola for 30 seconds, guys. We know that David Ginola is an interesting looking man, but come on. Right, Nick Pope to get us back underway from the goal kick. All the way forward to Alexander Isak, who, again, I don't think has won a single header against Yoro today. But it doesn't matter. We're winning. Round the corner ball for Jacob Murphy from Bruno, who, I mean, poor Murphy's not that quick, mate. Bruno, a little bit off the pace with these killer balls and through balls today. Not been able to find his range or the weight of the pass. Camera on Jason Tyndall, who deserves a lot of credit, I think, because I think he's been without Eddie for a few days as of reports. So I think he's done a fantastic job. Obviously, he does it daily anyway, but he's clearly done some good stuff at half-time with this team. Bruno's got it in midfield. He's fouled, but whistle not blown. And we've still got it. Fabian Schär to Tonali to Trips. Man United trying not to let us out here. Playing a central ball to Joe Linton. Tonali back to Byrne. Just trying to play through their press. Trying to build up nice and carefully. Sandro. Ball absolutely flicked up by Tino there. And Barnes can't win that. That was a weird effort. Barnes on the chase again. Smells blood. Barnes wants the hat-trick. Pressing the goalkeeper. And they've managed to get away here with a little kick from the goalkeeper. But we've managed to sort it out with Fabian Schär. But it's been given as a foul against us. And Manchester United take it quickly. They've got a player on the right-hand side here with the ball. Tino wins it. Well done, Tino Livramento. Fantastic. Again, as soon as Garnacho goes off, he wins his 1v1s. I think it was Diego Dallo that he was against there. Good standing tackle. Robbed the ball. Prevented the cross and the box entry. And we come away with it, and we can now recycle. You've got Isak in the middle of the park, has got the ball. He's going to start driving forwards past Eriksson. He's running at 3 players now. Murphy on the right. His first touch was shocking. He's going to have to go back to Trips. He does. Back to Bruno, right side of the box. Sandro, centrally, sprays it out to Jacob Murphy, who is offside. Sandro, mate, you need to read that a bit better. Or in Murphy, you need to stand on side. Poor from Jacob there. You need to stand on side, mate. We've left all of our players up then for them trying to play out from the back. Dan Burn on Mason Mount high. Dan Burn gets the foot in, and it does go out for a throw-in. We are 69 and a half minutes in, guys, approaching the 70 hour, not quite, 70-minute mark. No sniff of a substitution from us as far as I've seen, unless anybody else has seen any signs, but doesn't look like it. Ball back with the Manchester United goalkeeper, Bayindir, who I think largely has been really good this game, to be fair. I think they would be out of it had it not been for their goalkeeper's efforts in the first half. Oh, and Harvey Barnes has absolutely done Mazraoui there. A little dink round the corner. Barnes in the box, left side. And it's just pushed away for a corner. Wowzers. Harvey Barnes has had his Red Bull at half time. Fantastic again. It was just a little dink from Tino and a little side-footed round the corner from Barnes to spin his man. Opens up. And dare I say it, I feel like he's been faster the last couple of weeks. He definitely just needed a bit of a run in the side, didn't he? Maybe we were all a bit harsh on him. Another corner. Come on, let's make it 4. We want 4. We want 4. Trippier to take. Everybody lumped in the box. What time's Tyndall o'clock? I don't know. That's a good point, actually. Right, Trips to take the corner. Doesn't look like it's going to be short. It goes back post. Dan Burn wins it. Oh, it's scrambled. Oh, we just can't get it to fall to a black and white shirt. But Dan Burn's recycled the ball and we've still got it. Murphy's got it right wing. Bruno's just going to try and retain possession and calm it down a little bit. We need to get everybody in position. Dan Burn stayed up on the right wing. He's dinked it to Murphy, who I think is going to be offside. Linesman's not flagged. Mate, that's so offside. It doesn't matter. We've lost the ball anyway. Manchester United to try and clear forwards, but Sandro is there to put the fire out. Fabian Schär on the left wing. In the box. Still in the box. Fabian Schär. Oh, he's been brought down. And Manchester United have got the ball back. That was a shame. Our centre-halves are performing as wingers. Sandro Tonali wins the ball. It does go out for a goal kick. Bruno Fernandes happy with that contribution for himself there. It's fine, mate. You're 3-1 down. You can clap your teammates all you want, Bruno. Mr. Fernandez. 72 minutes on the clock, guys. Still no sign of a substitution. It is Newcastle United 3, Newton Heath 1. Make sure you've liked the watch along. Make sure you've subscribed if you are new, if you haven't, so you can come back. Paul will be doing an instant reaction video from St. James's Park. So make sure you come back and check that out. Manchester United with it at the back at the moment. And our press is really good. Sandro's sniffing that out again, but it unfortunately does go back to a red shirt. Joe Linton on one now. Lots and lots of pressing. They're having to do a lot of rondo practice to get out. Sandro pressing the goalkeeper. It does get cleared. And we've been pushed. It's Trippier was pushed over by Dorgu again. That is Dorgu's third foul that I've counted. Trippier down in some pain here, holding his foot. Hopefully that's not serious. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. He's just landed a bit funny. But that is the third foul from the fullback there. I don't know why he's not really been booked. That's a lot of cynical fouls from him. No, Trips is up and walking. Bruno Fernandez is whinging constantly. He's asking for us to speed up. No, not a chance. It is Jacob. Is that Jacob Murphy? It is Jacob Murphy is going to take the really deep free kick. This is on the halfway line, guys, and we're playing it as an attacking set piece. Interesting. Everybody's forward. It's going to go in the middle to Dan Burn. We win the first header, but nobody wins the second ball. And they're going to try and break away. And we do tidy it up. Bruno's got the ball. He just needs to shield it now. And he's not. He's lost it because there was 2 on him, to be fair. But Dorgu's going to break centrally. Driving run. Pings it out to the right, but it's a terrible pass. And it gives us enough time to reset. "74 minutes and 15 seconds on my clock. Still no substitutions as of yet. I can see a lot of people requesting it. I don't know, guys. We'll wait and see. Do we need subs right now? Maybe. Oh, ball's come into the box for Man United here, and they can't get a shot away. A 25-yard shot from Ugarte from the number 25, and it is a cricket catch from Nick Pope. It is really easy. Make sure it doesn't go between the legs. Lovely jubbly. Running out of ideas here, Manchester United. We do have a 2-goal cushion, so we just need to make sure we keep things tight. I don't know if you guys wanted subs. Who would you want on at the moment? I'm not too sure who I would want. Nobody seems to be flagging too much. I mean, do you really want to bring sort of Sean on right now? I think the midfield look okay. I know Bruno's not been brilliant today. Who would you bring on, guys? Maybe Osula, possibly. Yeah, I guess Isak's not been very impactful today. Well, he got an assist, but Newcastle have got it. Bruno's managed to win it high up because Bruno Fernandes just fell asleep. That's fine. We'll have the ball then. Tonali to Bruno. Back to Tonali. Bit of Ole football now. Joe Linton to Sandro to Bruno to Sandro. Definitely the Ole's. Ball in for Jacob Murphy. Cross comes in. Isak's got it. Oh, the touch was just behind him. He couldn't get a shot away. Trips to the back post. Claimed by the goalkeeper. Oh, Alexander Isak. If that ball was 5 centimetres closer to him, he'd have been able to spin and get a shot. It was just a little bit behind him. Ooh, another warning sign for them that if they don't sort this out, they're going to lose. Well, they're going to get battered. Oh, Bruno Guimaraes is in. It's 4-1. Mistake from the goalkeeper. It's not just Onana. Bruno points to the badge. It is game over. Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle United 4, Newton Heath 1. Oh, fantastic there. It was hard to do the build-up commentary for it, guys. We won the ball back from a goalkeeping error. Goalkeeper by India tries to clear the ball. Somebody centrally sorts it out. wins the ball back, and Bruno is in acres of space, just in the middle, uncontested. And just right-footed shot. Easy goal for him. He won't score an easy one than that. Straight to the Newcastle United badge, straight to the corner. Fantastic. It is Joe Linton. It is Joe Linton. I tell you what, that is a carbon copy of the goal against PSG when they cleared it to Bruno. It was reversed this time. They cleared it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton heads it into the path of Bruno Guimaraes, and it is an easy goal for him. Again, Newcastle United 4, Newton Heath 1. I think that is game over. That is all she wrote, everyone. 77.5 minutes on the clock. It is a demolition, and substitutions are now taking place. It is going to be Emil Kraft is going to come on. I did see Anthony Gordon there as well, and Callum Wilson. Let me do the banner update. Should we just stick it on 5? We might as well, right? Should we just save me having to do it again? Right, let's put 4-1. Add the banner back on. There we go. Fantastic. Right, subs are on. Who was it? I forgot. Gordon, Emil Kraft, Callum Wilson. I need to check who's gone off. Harvey Barnes has gone right wing. Doesn't say who's gone off. Right. We'll see in a minute, won't we? Right, we've got Callum Wilson up top. Barnes has gone right side. The camera's showing us Mazraoui. We don't care. Guys, we're at home and we've scored 4 goals. Can we get the camera angles on our players, please? Come on. The bias is unreal. And Luke Shaw now. We don't care. We don't care. Or about Amorim. Come on. Come on, camera angles. We want to see the Carabao Cup winners who are currently 4-1 up at home on the camera. Let's get the camera off of these guys. Thank you. Right, Gordon left wing, Callum Wilson up front. Barnes has gone right. Bruno staying quite high. You've got Kraft. Looks like he is right back, so Trips has clearly gone off. Solid. Looks solid. Kraft on the ball now to Barnes. Oh, beautiful one-touch football from Barnes, Bruno, and Kraft. Bruno gets fouled by Dorgu. That's 4. Lovely, lovely one-touch football from everyone there. Apparently that wasn't a foul. Oh, God, what do I know? Yeah, it looks like maybe Barnes playing a little bit deeper. So maybe we've gone 4-4-2 with Barnes dropping deep with Gordon and Wilson up top. We've got the ball again, though. Bruno at the edge of the box. He's got no one to pass to. Barnes right wing. Back to Tonali. Back to Barnes. We need an overlap, guys. Somebody overlap. Kraft, come on, mate. Wake up, Emil. Sandro goes backwards. Back to Cher. Back to Sandro. Sandro anchoring now. Kraft's going to come back and help. We just get, again, there's no need for us to bomb forward too much. We're 4-1 up. The game's done. 80 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Manchester United, guys, are indeed horrendous. Sorry, Newton Heath are indeed horrendous. Just for all you viewers as well, I think we have won. I think we're nearly at the point where we have won the United League table out of any club involved in the Premier League with a United in the name. I think we are now at the top. I don't think West Ham or Manchester United, I don't think any of those can catch us. So not only are we cup winners this season, we are the highest finishing United. Bruno Fernandes, the rat bag, is about to be substituted. He's going to give the armband for Victor Lindelof, who doesn't really care. The two Brunos do share a little embrace there. Interesting. Classy from our Bruno. Didn't need to do that, mate. So Bruno Fernandes is going to take his sweet time. I mean, he's running the clock down himself. A bit of a strange one. And Kobe Mainoo's going to come on for Manchester United, which will be a big... Well, maybe the only silver lining for them as a team today is that Mainoo's back. Gordon, lots of running since he's been on. Not much with it, but he looks very energetic. Sandro putting out fires again in our right back position. It is going to go out for an attacking throw to Manchester United, unfortunately. Guys, make sure you have hit that like button. If you have come in as a new person, if you've not seen us, make sure you've subscribed as well. Manchester United have got it on their left wing, our right back. It is Mainu back to Ericsson. Sandro and Barnes just making sure that door is firmly closed. They're going backwards, but the press is on. We've got fresh legs to press now. Gordon's pressing like an absolute monster. Ooh, goalkeeper having to get rid. It's back to Luke Shaw being pressed by Sandro. Sandro is everywhere, by the way. How much of the earth does Sandro cover? It's bananas. The man's got all of the stamina. He's taken everybody else's. Manchester United have got a little bit of a run here on the left wing. Dorgu, but Emil Kraft is there. Ball to the back post, dealt with by Tino. Out of the box by Barnes. But they've still got it, Manchester United. They did win the second ball. We are all set. Mount with a shot. Easy peasy for Nick Pope. Terrible from Mason Mount there. Really, really underhit shot right into the arms of Nick Pope centrally. Tino's got it in the left back position. Barnes, that's Dan Burn. Completely different players. Fabian Schär to Emil Kraft. 83 minutes on the clock. We're just going to pass it around, guys. With 4 goals to 1, there is no need for us to mess around with it. I really do hope that we're getting some olays from the crowd because we deserve them. Fantastic from the lads today. Little bit of punishment from a counter-attack. But apart from that, I think we've done plenty much to win this game. The amount of attacks we've gone through is absurd. I think we are good for 4 goals. Amarim passing the ball to Emil Kraft so we can hurry up. Mate, the game's gone. Do what you want, Mr. Amarim. It's done. It's done. And we're just sat on the ball here. We're not even willing to pass it out. We're waiting for them to come to us because there is no need. Joe Linton, right mid. Shielding the ball well from Ugarte. And it does go out for a Manchester United throw. Joe Linton not very happy with that, having a bit of a giggle. He's not done great against Ugarte today, Joe Linton, to be fair. 2 more subs, guys. We're going to use both of our last substitutions. It is Sean Longstaff and Lewis Miley is going to come on. So number 7 for Sean. So Joe Linton is off for Sean Longstaff. And Bruno Guimaraes is going to come off. Oh, Joe Linton. They're trying to have a fight. Who are they having a fight with? I don't know what's going on here. Somebody's upset Joe Linton and he's having to be shepherded off the pitch by Bruno. Yeah, Joe, mate, we're winning. Just leave. We're winning. Ugarte's really upset Joe Linton there. To be fair, Joe Linton's kind of struggled against Ugarte physically today, so he's not very happy with that. But he's done enough. We've won the game by 4-1 at the moment. Jason Tyndall getting him by the neck there, just saying, "Oh, go on, lad, go sit down." So Lewis Miley and Sean Longstaff on. It is Joe Linton off. Was it Bruno came off with him? Probably. It looks like it was, yeah. Able to give some of the rotation and young players a run out because it was quite an easy game for us. Tino. Long ball over the top for Anthony Gordon to chase left wing. Is he going to get there? No, gets kicked out of play. Well, a few people saying in the chat that Sky are suggesting that Man United didn't play well. I think we could have played a lot better. I think we've let them off. I think we've squandered quite a lot of attacks. This could have been 5 or 6. Really could have done. I think they were quite fortunate with their goal that we didn't prevent it when we should have done as well. We had 4 chances to stop the counter. So I think 4-1 probably flatters Manchester United. We've still got the ball. Harvey Barnes is absolutely clattered there. And Chris Kavanagh is going to give him a free kick. What a second half from Harvey Barnes, by the way. We're just going to recycle it. Sandro Tonali is going to play that anchor role. He's going to drop into a bit of a John Joe Shelby kind of position at the moment and just try and keep things ticking over. Be careful. Fabian Schär back to Nick Pope. To Dan Burn. Tino on the left. Sandro central. He's got a lot of bodies on him. He's got to be careful here. To Tino, who plays a dodgy ball to Nick Pope, but it's fine. It doesn't cause us any bother. Fabian Schär to Emil Kraft on the right midfield. Emil Kraft's going to go on a bit of a run. Go on, lad. Harvey Barnes. Dink over the top for the Sean Longstaff run. Oh, it was all right from Sean, but he couldn't quite get on the end of it. We're going to get an attacking throw as Emil Kraft does what Joe Linton can't and beats Ugarte. Well done, lad. Attacking throw, are we going to use it? I'm pretty sure Emil Kraft has a long throw, doesn't he? Is he going to use it? I think he might. I think we might get a long throw here, guys. I haven't seen an Emil Kraft long throw in years. No, he's going to do a short throw. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, Sean Longstaff kicks it straight out of play. Oh, Paul's going to be all over that. Oh, no. I think he was expecting Emil Kraft to move, and he didn't. Oh, dear, Sean. You're going to get crucified for that, mate. I think that was probably Emil Kraft's fault because he should have... They were not on the same page there. We are, what are we? 87:45 on the clock, everyone. We're just running things down at the moment. We have substituted 5 players, so we are done for all subs now. It's just about game management and just making sure we see this out with no injuries, no problems, no cards. Jason Tyndall, though, screaming a lot of instructions, still demands a lot from everyone. Oh, the goalkeeper just nearly got robbed by Anthony Gordon. We nearly had a 5th. Long ball forwards. Rasmus Højlund contesting against Fabian Schär, but the ball does drop to Dan Burn. All over Tino at the moment, but we managed to retain it. Dan Burn's going to clear. Dan Burn's going to clear again. They just keep booting balls forward. Oh, Harvey Barnes with the dink. And that is another foul from Dorgu. That's 4 now. Still no yellow card for the wing-back. He's gotten away with absolute murder today, Dorgu has. Wowzers. Everybody's going to tie a few bootlaces and just run the clock down a tad as we approach 89 minutes on the clock. Yeah, if there are any Manchester United fans watching, maybe it's just a goalkeeper. Maybe your goalkeeper's just cursed, because I thought he was really good in the first half, and he's just kind of fallen to pieces a bit, and the pressure's kind of got to him. Long ball from Dan Burn. Tino's fighting for this left wing. He doesn't win it, unfortunately. It was a good effort. Manchester United might have a counter on here. Mainu to the right wing is Højlund. He chooses the wrong pass. They've still got it, but the attack kind of fizzled out a little bit. Dallo on the right wing. Going to try and get it going again. Mainu to Ugarte. To Luke Shaw. Dorgu's wide. Plays a ball in centrally, headed past the post. Interesting there from Luke Shaw and Højlund. It was more than we've seen from Manchester United in about 40 minutes, to be fair. Probably their best attack in a long time, but it came to absolutely nothing. Not going to matter now anyway. We've passed the 90 minutes, guys. It is 5 minutes of added time. Oh, what a game. What a game this has been. I picked a good one, didn't I? Good win over Manchester United. 4 goals. Unfortunately, we conceded, but lovely. I have seen Barbara. Yeah, I know the leaderboard. The leaderboard? That's not what we call it. The league table. We'll call it the league table. I know that's changed for the positive. We will have a look at it after the full-time whistle. Long ball to Lewis Miley. He keeps it well. Good effort, mate. And we get the throw. Well done. We needed a little bit of a response from Lewis Miley because him and Sean were really poor in their Leicester substitute appearances, I thought. Sean's not been great so far, but Miley's been okay. Again, he's not had very long. Ball comes into Gordon, who tries to find Callum Wilson but can't. Oh, Tino's robbed somebody. He's robbed Mason Mount. Well done, Tino. Definitely made up for his mistake in the build-up to their goal. He's been brilliant today, Tino Livramento. He's been everywhere. Him and Sandro, just the amount of ground they cover is just criminal. So impressive. Harvey Barnes has got the ball centrally again, but he's lost it. That's a shame. Oh, Lewis Miley's just absolutely clattered Dorgu. Taste of his own medicine there. Barnes is Sky's man of the match. Yeah, I mean, we like to give our man of the matches in the after show, don't we? So we'll do it, and we'll do a review show tomorrow of the game. So that'll be 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. We'll do a review show live on YouTube, go through all of this a bit more carefully after the dust has settled and the memes have been probably flying. But yeah, I think Barnes is a really, really good shout. But we will put a poll up in that match review and let you guys decide. So we'll pick from our 4 top picks and we'll let everybody else choose. The away fans are singing. Don't know what you've got to sing about, boys. You've been pumped again. Done the double over Manchester United for the first time in what I would imagine is a very long time. 92.5 minutes, guys. Now it's just seeing it out. Business end of the game. Tino just boots it away because why not? By India has got it for Manchester United. Back to Lenny Yoro, who's gone out on the right for them now because they've obviously got a lot of left-sided players. Oh, we've managed to win that. Sean Longstaff's got it right wing. Back to Sandro. Oh, Barnes just got caught flat-footed there. He wasn't expecting that ball from Sandro. Counter-attack from Manchester United. We're a bit slow in getting back. Rasmus Højlund in the box. Left-footed shot is blocked by Fabian Schär. Deary me. Miley and Longstaff, nowhere to be seen in the recovery runs. They are so slow in their recovery runs. Not something you really want to see, but it's fine. The job is done anyway. We are going to have to defend a corner, though, with a minute and a half to go. They go short. Eriksson swings it back into the box. It does not beat the first man, which is Tino, who heads away. Luke Shaw's pedaling backwards with Gordon chasing. He's going to have to go back to the goalkeeper. Surely he's going to boot this. He does. Big ball forward. Barnes is going to not win that against Eriksson. Eriksson's not been bad for them today. Mainu's got it. And Barnes has managed to rob it off Mainu inside our box, which was handy. Sandro is now going to break forward. On the afterburners. Go on. Right wing. Callum Wilson's available. There's nobody for Sandro to pass to. Sandro's on his own. Left wing. Still on his own. Sandro in the corner flag. Sandro. And Lewis Miley's there to help. Sandro just runs 60 yards on his own with barely any support. That was insane. I feel like giving Sandro a shout for man of the match because the guy's a freak of nature in terms of his physicality. Back to the centre halves now, guys. 94.45 on the clock. That should be all she wrote. Oh, there we go. Got the Olays. Burn and Fabian Schär having a little play with it at the back. Come on, Chris Kavanagh. That's about it, mate. Blow the whistle. Job done. Full time, guys. Sorted. 31st game completed in the Premier League. We still have a game in hand, but that is Newcastle United 4, Manchester United 1. We have taken 3 points over them and done the double. That will put us up to 4th place in the Premier League. Let me just do some shout outs. We'll have a look at Super Chats and then we'll go and have a look at the sneaky little league table as well before we disappear. I think we're waiting for Sam to join as well. While there's still over 5,000 people in, by the way, that's insane. 5,000 people. You are amazing, all of you. Make sure you've hit the like button. It'll do, the world of good for the channel. Make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. Please check out the link in the description for our sponsor who does so much for us in Mamoru Records. Takes you straight to the website. Make sure you go check out the shop in Whitley Bay as well. Is that all the shout outs? I've kind of got to say thank you to all you regulars as well. The people that are in a lot of the mods and everybody who's in every day for the shows. You've been fantastic in supporting me today. Really much appreciated. You know who you all are, so thank you. What else do we want? We want to do super chats. So let's go and say thank you to everybody who's decided to support the channel, which you can do, by the way, underneath the microphone with the $ in the memberships. We've got Dan Robinson, £2 super chat. Barnes scored 2 so far, but Tonali man of the match for me. I mean, are you laughing at me? Maybe that's stupid for me to say, but I don't know. I just really value Tonali scored as well, though. Don't forget that. Tonali did score as well. James Bradley, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Just wanted to say great commentary today. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I tried my best. Jeffrey Brunt, member for 11 months. Gary and me, Bonnie lads. I'm not doing the Geordie, guys. Don't make me do the Geordie. I can't do it. Roadblock with a £2 super chat. Canny, good job started. Well done. Thank you very much, sir. Very kind of you. We've done Jeffrey. Is that another Jeffrey? Oh, Jeffrey Brunt again. Well done, Alex. You've done a great job. Thank you, Jeffrey. Much appreciated, buddy. And Dan Mongoose with a £5 super chat. Top solo show starting a great performance from the lads. Sandro, man of the match for me. Thank you very much again. And yeah, it's definitely between Barnes and Sandro at the moment. Until we've let the dust settle, it feels like some good early shouts for sure. Right, we are joined by Lady Sam. Hooray!
Yes! Didn't I tell you? Confidence is key. Yes. 3 points. Get in.
I need to lie down now. I'm out of energy. Whew. Emotional.
So the lads. Loved it.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Loved it.
I bet they are.
I missed who your man of the match was.
I mean, I've not committed to one yet because we'll do it on our match review tomorrow, 7 p.m. Make sure you come back. I don't know. I mean, early shouts is Barnes and Sandro, but I'd like to think about it in case I've missed someone or I'm being harsh. But those are 2 pretty good early candidates, definitely.
When you say think about it, do you mean like analyze all of the stats so you make a completely informed decision and can argue with anybody?
Well, I will. I generally watch games twice for people who don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have time to watch everything before we do the show tomorrow. I'll try my best, maybe watch it on double speed. But yeah, I like to have a second go and have a look at the stats. You know, you've got to do a good job. That's the whole point.
That's absolutely fair. Do you know what? For me, and I'm gonna. In fact, Alex, you can do me a favor. I am off for 2 weeks now. Folks in the chat, I'm on holiday, so my man of the match would absolutely be Tino. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was really, really great. Really, really great. We saw in the first half, he tried that nice little overlap again with Barnes, didn't come off, but he has been all over. Confidence, absolutely great. Interceptions, you know, progressing the ball, really important times as well. Just, you know, no one's infallible. I know there was a couple of mistakes in there, but who hasn't? But yeah, he would be man of the match for me.
Yeah, I definitely found myself saying Tino's name a lot in commentary for all the right reasons generally, apart from the build-up to the first goal they scored, the only goal they scored. Generally, it was all really positive. As soon as Garnacho went off, I felt like he handled it a lot better. Garnacho, he struggled with Garnacho, but after that, his attacks as well were sublime. I don't know why he's so much better on the left, but he is at the moment. Right, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. Even Eddie Howe's referenced it, to be fair. Yeah. Right, let me screen share because I would like to show everybody the table. So this is what everything looks like after the game, guys. I don't know. Have we got any late games this afternoon? I'm sure there's probably something that I've missed, unless we were the late game. So Newcastle United now sat on merit in 4th place in the Premier League, having played 31 games. We now have a plus 16 goal difference. We are a point off of Forest with a better goal difference. We're catching and the game in hand. We're a point off 3rd place. 4 wins on the spin, 56 points. With Crystal Palace coming up next, which is our game in hand. We've proper teed this up for ourselves, Sam.
Oh, man. And you know what? This is what I love about you, Alex. Sort of bringing something visual and just talking to it like that. It's so powerful. Like, can you imagine being in this position at the beginning of the season? Like, we're talking about going for, 3rd place after just hammering Man United. Oh, it's poetic. It's poetic.
Well, I've got another one for you and everybody watching. If we win our game in hand, we're 4 points off Arsenal. So they'll be looking over their shoulders because they're pretty much given up on catching Liverpool. So let's just keep our foot on the gas, guys. Let's just let's keep doing it because we're doing what we're doing.
This is momentum. This is confidence. Like I was saying at half time off the back of the cup, imagine what we can do after a strong summer transfer window. My goodness,
Oh,
this is
can you imagine we
new
bring like
era.
4 or 5 first teamers in to this?
Behave. Don't tease me with a good time.
Filthy.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely
it is
filthy.
outrageously filthy, and I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it. And big shout out to Tyndall, obviously today.
Yeah,
I don't
really
know.
good.
I think a number of people would obviously have been with you before the match. I was a little bit nervous at his pre-match interview with Sky Sports. He seemed a little bit nervous. He was repeating himself a little bit, and obviously we're all worried about Eddie as well. But I think he did a phenomenal job. The team talk, obviously at halftime, has really done the trick, boosted the lads. So yeah, big shout out to the Mad Dog.
Yeah, I think it was a bit. Words. I'm tired now, guys. I've been talking for hours. I don't know how Paul does it. Shout out to the boss man because he does a fantastic job doing all this talking. Eddie is more used to the cameras and doing the interviews. He's been doing it for a few years now. I think Jason Tinder was a little bit nervous, but when he was able to do what he was born to do, which is coach, he did really well today. I think he did whatever he did at halftime as well. Obviously, was good. It had a big impact.
Absolutely.
So
and you know what? And I mean, at halftime, we were also talking about anonymous Barnes, like if he's not like the one trick pony who just scores a goal.
Yeah, we wanted him to kick it up a notch.
He's useless for everything else. Right? Okay. So whatever that is, let's replicate that energy. You know, his anticipation of play was so much better. Pace was great as well. So, and fantastic timing, I thought, Alex. I thought that was a really important time for us to score, really kicked us on, give us the extra momentum that we needed. And it was just, let's just play for fun, lads. Great.
Oh, fun it was. Fun it was. You know, it never gets boring beating them, does it? It's always
absolutely
brilliant.
Not. No.
Right, let's read out a few more bits. Terrence Ankers, £5 super chat. Great job, Alex. Great result. Thank you very much. But I mean, I don't get the credit. We want the lads to take the credit. I got nothing to do with it. Kayak Fishing NWNI, £2 super chat. What a win. Great commentary today. Thank you very much. Marius Sagan with a membership for 27 months. Thank you. The work rate of Tonali is insane. Yeah, I mean, do you remember a few years ago when everybody used to make Chuck Norris jokes about like just everything?
Yes.
I think we need to start bringing that back for Sandro Tonali because the man is just, I mean, what can't he do? He can volley it. He can hit it. He can score from near the corner flag. He can run faster than most players on the pitch. He can beat most players in a duel. He's technically gifted. He's young. He's majestic. What doesn't he have? It's ridiculous.
And think about it, like his man marking, blocks that he continues to provide.
Recovery runs and
absolutely mops up people's mistakes as well. The run that he made, like in the 94th minute, was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, that was crazy.
It was insane. But actually, I'm starting to pick up on his leadership cues. It's not something I've particularly watched before, but he's very directional with the team. Like like the sort of leadership, I'm definitely seeing it in his future for him at Newcastle United.
Yeah, I would agree. He's just immense today, Tonali was. China Wright with a £2 super chat. Agree. Tino, fantastic, great win. Yeah, Tino, Sandro, Barnes, 3 standout performers in that second half. Just crazy. What a fantastic day. And thank you, everybody, for joining us on this fantastic day as well. Make sure, everybody, that you are subscribed so you can come back and check Paul's instant reaction. He's probably on his way out to record it right now at St. James's Park. Make sure you come back tomorrow because, like we've said a few times, we are going to do the review show. Sam is unfortunately going to be on holiday, but hopefully it will be me, Paul, and Billy. As long as Billy's feeling a little bit better, we can go and relive this again for an hour and talk about it in a bit more detail. Make sure you've hit like before you disappear. And I am going to go do a Patreon after this. So I'm going to have a sit down for 5 minutes and then gather myself. We'll have a look at the data and I'm going to record something. So if everybody wants to go and have a little listen later, I'll do a bit of analysis tonight so that people can listen to it before tomorrow. So there should be some links for Patreon. Make sure you check our sponsor, which is top of the screen, Mamoru Records. Link in the description. Go check them out. They do always support us. Thank you, mods. You were all. I don't know how you juggle 5,000 people. That's crazy. Well done. And thank you everybody who's been so supportive of me today. That is very kind. And thank you, Sam, for joining and helping out. I do appreciate it. And thank God for the players of Newcastle United, Jason Tyndall, and all the staff involved for that fantastic win. Make sure you go and have a look at the winner's photo, which we will probably take a dressing room photo soon. Go and have a look on Twitter for that, or wherever they post it. Have I done everything, Sam? I think that's everything I need to do.
You have. It's been a fantastic day. It's always great when we get a win against Man United. The lasses have had an absolutely superb day as well. So it's been a great
I haven't even seen the score.
It's been a great day in the Northeast. Yes, we did, rather convincingly against Blackburn Rovers. So it's been fantastic. So yeah, up the Mags.
Right, well, I'll let you do our little outro, Sam. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. And until next time, see you later.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green.